Jesse's
tea bags.
Jesus.
I think I want my tea bag back.
I just.
Who's there? It's rare. Who's there? It's rare. Come fill your time. This pot's for all. From the Finger Lakes, join in the call. Learn something new about the Cuca Trail. Upstate New York, every episode of tell. Who's there? It's rare. Who's there? It's rare. It's rare.
Phone.
Yeah, it
Okay.
like
So it gets really
clanks.
loud.
Does it?
Yeah.
Like that?
No, like when you
Do I have to go
just
closer?
like when you smack it with your.
Good morning.
Coffee cup.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Basically,
everyone.
just don't beat up the equipment. We'll be good. Okay.
Yeah.
They'll never
They're very sensitive. Just like
Tea bags.
just like Phil. Phil's sensitive.
We've had a really interesting morning so far. Phil was being rude to me via text already.
like
I thought he yelled at you
He did yell at me.
via text.
yeah, he's angry.
Exactly. How do you yell at someone?
I
via
can
text?
read the text.
I did
Is it
not
all- is
I
it
did
all in
not use
caps?
all caps.
Okay. if it's not
Well,
all
can
in
I
caps,
tell
it's
you,
not a yell.
Phil's one of the only people you can read through text messages.
That's true.
Like he's
Oh, yeah. Better than in person.
Yeah.
That's great.
So normally I get the coffee and I just ask because I was running ahead of time. I was just like, can I grab anyone coffee? And, Phil's like, I think I have time. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you can grab me tea. And he's like, what kind? And I said peppermint. And then Jesse comes out and nowhere. And he's like, ooh, long. I don't know what that means.
I was just saying
And he
something
said
stupid.
same thing. And then Phil took a screenshot and he's like, it's not on the fucking list.
Yeah, he yelled
You're
at you.
going to have
Yeah.
to get it.
He didn't even put effing. It's just, yeah.
I said mint. I don't know why the video is only on you. I think we need to change it up because people want to see the rest of us too.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
And then he said, oh, Pacific Coast bullshit. Got it. Grr, sorry, struggling
He was probably
briefly.
mad because I was making him frantically look for some fake sugar and they didn't have Splenda.
Literally.
he called me and he's like, is there another fake sugar you'll take? And I was like, it's all like a molecule away from plastics. It doesn't really matter.
Oh my God, it's so fun.
It's great.
We could have avoided all this if I just got the show.
I was going to give him my real order for coffee, but I didn't really want to confuse him because he was looking for like a standard order.
Well, now this gets.
Is there?
Are you kidding me? That's a standard
Oh,
order.
that was me like not doing-
Cappuccino with an extra shot and some weird letters and stevia in
So
it.
it's supposed to be a cappuccino with an extra shot, and then it's a tall, obviously, because
That wasn't very tall.
Well, it's supposed to be tall, so small. And then it's supposed to be non-fat milk, and then they're supposed to add the Splenda before they put the froth in, so it evenly mixes in the coffee.
Listen,
Look-
people.
Rose, you
look-
lost all of
look-
us.
Everybody, listen, okay?
No, it gets better.
There's
it gets
an
better.
app.
It gets better.
There is an app to order coffee. Go on there. If you want coffee, if you want me to order you coffee, go on there. And if it's not on the list, don't tell me
So
it.
Phil has an app. In the morning, he's got an
Yes.
app. We're gonna order with his app, and then he's gonna go get us coffee.
No, it gets better. So he's like he comes down here and he's all pissy, right? And I'm noticing there's a tea bag in his cup. And I'm like,
wow.
this bitch didn't get coffee. This bitch got tea and he doesn't know it yet. And Jesse
But I
and are like,
ordered coffee.
"Oh."
I can show you the order. I'm going
Jesse
to.
looks so uncomfortable right now.
Jesse's
Well,
going to
this is,
confirm.
no, hold on, but this is supposed to be about Jesse, and we're ignoring him.
Why are
Yeah.
we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about his
What?
jersey.
Every
today.
day's about Jesse.
It's the Super Bowl today, so he wore his jersey.
You should ask my girlfriend. She knows every day's about Jesse.
Look at this. See that? What's the second thing on the list?
It says 16-ounce batch brew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what that
that's
means.
coffee.
That's
Coffee.
Coffee.
Maybe-
That's coffee.
Listen, I think maybe some tea will be good for you today, Phil. You seem like really stressed out.
Yeah, you know
So-
what? I really needed some goddamn coffee to take the edge off.
Get some black tea instead. No black coffee.
That's awesome.
Phil is I knew he was in a awesome mood today because I called him, hey, we're still doing the show, right? He's like, well, if we weren't, don't you think I'd call you?
Ooh, I'm glad you got. He was nice. to you.
And I'm like,
So you guys got all the grumpiness. He called me and he was just like, "Hello."
He's not on the fucking
He's
list.
like, "What about sugar?" And I think it was a check-in to see if I was going to be really late, like Marianne. Or
That wasn't it. That wasn't it. I
He
did
doesn't
want to.
believe
I
it
did
that
want to
was gonna show
encourage
up.
you to be like 5 minutes early, so we could at least test the equipment and make sure you knew how to use
Yeah,
it
I'm
first.
usually not early or on time to anything, so
True.
you're welcome.
she was,
Yeah.
she was
I was
pretty
a
early.
little-
I
I
was okay.
I was 7 minutes early.
That's
today.
really I
Whoa.
was on time. I
Sorry,
was
7
on
minutes
time.
early.
It's better.
Close
Good.
to it.
Can you
Alright.
tell?
Yeah, I can tell.
So it's Super Bowl, y'all.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Wah-pa-pa-pa.
What is it? So it starts
Bum,
at
bum,
8 o'clock
bum.
tonight when you're on the East Coast, right? So,
So
it's
late.
by the time you
Is
get
it
like
8?
halfway through, you're tired.
Thought it was
Yeah.
6.
That was 6.
Is it
I
6?
heard it was 8.
Thought
Well,
it was
you're
6.
you're probably talking to people in LA.
No, it's well, they're before us, so it still wouldn't be an A.
Yeah.
Well, but maybe they're bad at math.
The time zone goes the other way. It's Java West Coast.
So the game is at 6:30.
Boom! I thought it was
Eastern.
8.
6:30.
Oh, I just gained 2 hours.
So
Yeah, maybe I
Groupon.
can.
But the pregame show starts at like 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it starts at.
This is unreal.
So Groupon
wow.
just sent me a couples massage with reflexology.
Oh.
Ooh.
What?
So
What is-
are you
what
guys
is-
gonna go together? You guys should go
touch
together.
you're gonna let them touch your feet, dude.
Is
So-
that what reflexology
Yeah,
is?
that's what reflexology is. They touch your feet a
So
lot.
can I tell you, I
Oh,
got a massage. So
sounds hot.
Kevin and I went for a massage at Bellhurst yesterday, right? I was pretty when
So
when
where,
she
where's Bellhurst?
Bellhurst Castle is right in Geneva, but it's right on the lake.
Oh,
It's a resort.
It's got like the restaurants, like everything.
There's
in it, like,
winery,
yeah.
restaurant, spa.
That's all.
So we went there yesterday, and I haven't had a massage in forever. My God, when she touched my feet, I just wanted her to touch. I love people touching my feet.
Ooh, it's good.
I feel like Marianne talks about feet way too much on this show.
I don't think I do.
We know
Did
what
I?
Kevin's
May-
into.
maybe
That's
not
all
her.
that I know.
No, Kevin's not into that.
Jesus Christ, Kevin.
Have you ever seen Don't Be a Menace?
No.
South
no.
Central.
And
Is it about feet?
there's a part where he like puts ketchup on her toes, and
Oh.
it's so strange, dude. It's awesome, but it's
I would prefer barbecue sauce, but okay.
Oh God,
Barbecue sauce. It's good.
Barbecue sauce.
on toes.
Barbecue sauce.
You know,
Don't-
it is kind
Come
of
on.
Don't do that.
barbecue
So
sauce.
I
kinda
really
toe
want to
jammy.
hear about the Dundee thing. I'm serious. I was only half joking about
Yeah,
New Jersey, but
all
I
right.
really do want
So
to hear
you gotta
about your football days.
tell us all about
But
your
can we start with,
illustrious
like,
high
the,
school football career.
We need background noise like Bruce Springsteen, like good old days or
Yeah,
glory days.
you want to do just a small town girl or whatever?
There we go.
Wait, so I tried to find a jersey, you know, and I don't have like a
It still
Chiefs
fits,
jersey
though, that's right.
or a Buccaneers jersey or any of that fun stuff. So I just put on my own jersey. It's Super Bowl Sunday, people.
Yeah. it's-
So did you play football all 4 years in high school?
What position?
6 years.
6 years.
Correction.
Oh, 6
Correction,
years.
6
He was in
years.
high school for 6 years, unlike the rest of
He's
us.
so good at it.
In 8th grade and
So good.
7th grade, I was
Yeah,
playing
he
high
got a
school
master's
football as
degree in high
well
school. It's good.
because Dundee's little and they need as many players as they can get out there. Okay. We have the
That is
cheerleaders play
awesome.
sometimes when people get hurt. We're like, okay, strap up. You're in.
Do you credit your 8th and 9th grade years for
His college career.
catapulting you to a Hall of Fame career?
Yeah, when the Patriots called me this year after Tom Brady left, it was I had to say no.
You're
because
like, hey, I'm not a
I
quarterback,
was like,
guys.
unfortunately, I have a podcast I do on Sundays, so I don't think I'm gonna make
It's a
it,
conflict.
Mr. Belichick. So yeah,
That's
it's not gonna
great.
happen.
Did you win championships in high school?
Yeah, we won like 4 years in a row.
What? But what?
You
Yeah.
did not. Did you really?
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't
we were
know
good.
that.
Yeah.
I feel like he's avoiding the question. What position did you play?
Oh, I played. I played right tackle, and then I played defensive tackle, and then linebacker when
Oh,
we
okay.
switched
I
defenses.
don't know any of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so played a little bit of
Quarterback.
both.
Husky guys on the line. He's-
Yeah.
Were you husky? Were you?
See what I mean?
See what I mean?
I'm just gonna put my hands down.
You gotta. Yeah.
All right,
can-
okay.
I'm gonna do like Marianne, just keep them in my lap.
I try to do that.
All right, got to unleash the jersey. Full
Oh,
effect.
here
Here
All
we
right,
go.
everyone.
Watch out.
Okay, wait.
Watch out.
Eddie Meek, New York State All-Star.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. And for the proof that this isn't Phil's jersey, bam,
Wait. We lost you. Hold on, stage
Can
right
you-
there. There
can
you
you-
go.
bam.
Can you squat a little
Can you
bit?
squat
Can you
down a
squat a
little
little bit? There we go.
I'm squatting.
Oh! He falls back on the table. I'm so sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Well, that was
I put this
That was
on.
thrilling.
I
for
put
all
this
of
on,
us.
and I went downstairs this morning, and Mary's vacuuming, and she goes, "Really?" I was like, "Thanks, honey."
That's awesome.
She's like, "Oh, I feel bad for them today."
Are we going to Laurentide after this with the jersey?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
don't think so.
Oh, come on.
definitely. It's tradition.
Tradition.
He's gonna keep the jacket on the whole time.
I will.
Yeah.
Well, he should not.
Yeah. I
He
feel like
should
he's
not.
not gonna support it.
Oolong tea is very strange.
Yeah.
It tastes
It's
like
good though, isn't it?
tastes like it sounds.
You know where that's the kind of tea they have at the Chinese food restaurants.
Oolong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oolong.
You know, my arms used to fill this out a lot more back in the day. I'm like looking at it. Usually, you know, you don't have to like roll it up; it would just sit. And I'm like, well, better just roll it up so it looks like I have some guns
I
still.
think I have the opposite problem.
Yeah. All right.
That's great.
You shrunk. It's okay.
A little bit.
Oh, Hayden.
Oh.
Hey, David Nancy.
Anyways, so who's everyone rooting for tonight?
Chiefs.
You mean in the big game, right?
Yeah.
No, not like.
I think probably like the golden retriever. Those are sweet.
Oh, the puppy bowl. That's
Hell
always
yeah.
fun. I like the puppy bowl.
I heard they were doing all disabled puppies this year, and then they were adoptable,
I thought they were.
like 3-legged dogs and 1-eyed dogs,
I
and
better leave that
Oh,
joke.
What
right
are you
Stuff like that.
talking about?
I'm yeah.
for the puppy
That
bowl.
sounds
What
really
puppy
sad.
bowl?
No one wants to watch that film.
Yeah.
What's puppy bowl?
I-
We're talking about Super Bowl, right?
Everybody knows
we
about the
we
puppy
were
bowl.
talking about the Super
Wait,
Bowl,
they're
but
really
Phil is
gonna
watching the
put
puppy bowl.
sad-looking dogs in the puppy bowl?
Yeah, I think Sarah McLachlan's going to be there and everything.
She's usually
Just
there.
wrong.
She's usually there.
Jesus.
I mean, I'm just assuming that part.
This Super Bowl is gonna throw a lot of stuff in your face tonight.
I hope so.
Like,
Just lots of things.
like social justice stuff.
Yeah,
It's going to be like weird
think
social
so?
justice
I don't
stuff.
Oh
think so.
yeah,
No.
yeah. There's gonna be a lot of crazy things that get thrown at you today.
I think the commercials will be a little less dramatic than they've been the previous years.
Budweiser's not
Budweiser
gonna
pulled
be in
out
it.
all of their.
But wait, Budweiser's not going to be in it?
So they pulled out all of their.
But Bud
commercials
Light
and they're-
will.
and they're donating
Gross.
their proceeds to like COVID funds.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they're completely not going to be in there.
So
This
I don't even know
Bud's for
about
you.
there's no Bud.
There's no
There's no
Budweiser,
Bud for
but
you.
Bud
This
Light, I think,
Bud's
is still
not
going to
for
be there.
you. Phil.
Phil, are you okay?
Phil already said that joke and he's upset with you guys for not laughing at it. You guys are really hurting him today. He said the joke and you two died. Like,
We were busy talking about this, where the money was going. It sounds better in New Jersey.
sorry, Phil.
It's okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I know where I stand
Your delivery wasn't good.
Okay, so,
and also where I sit.
You got to know your crowd, Phil.
so Jesse, the story about Bakersfield.
Yeah, Bakersfield.
It's not right outside of Los Angeles.
Well, it's like 2 hours away, an hour and
It's
a
about
half
2
away.
hours. So it is called Gotham City.
Gotham City.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is. So it's really, really overrun with
Batman. I love
With
Batman.
crime.
with crime, but
So-
crime
Wow.
specifically like methamphetamine, and so it's
Oh.
pretty bad.
What about
Oh.
superheroes?
So
Yeah.
there's not a lot of those out there.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Have you seen these guys that
I
dress
should
up
move
as
there.
superheroes and go around and do vigilante justice in the
No, but I
they
would
like,
love to.
This is a real life thing.
Yeah, I want to do
I
it.
want to
Stop
see
it.
it. Okay, you
I
do
wanna-
it. and
You
we'll
should just
watch.
wear that jersey.
I should. And
Where's
wear a
the- you need
football
a
helmet
Yeah.
and just spear any drug dealer.
You can be like the terrible Terry Tate of
a lot less intimidating. I'm
Funny
not
for
I'm
sure,
not the
though.
office Terry.
you sell you sell the dope, you get the rope.
Dude, you gotta watch the Terry Tate office. There's like this guy, he's like making a bunch of copies. He's like 10 copies per person, and he spears the guy through the copy machine.
Have you ever seen this?
I
The
have
Oh,
I
God.
have seen
the
it.
Office linebacker.
It
Yeah.
literally makes me cry.
It's the funniest
It's
shit.
so
Oh.
funny.
And
Yeah, I
he's smacking those people. Like I don't
Literally?
know how they show like he's actually hitting those guys.
Oh,
pretty
he
good.
hits him. He hits
Yeah.
him
Probably
hard.
just pays
Yeah.
a lot.
Like
There's no like he's actually whacking these dudes.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
It's
like they're
crazy.
sitting in an office chair, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like on the phone, all of a sudden out of nowhere, he just like spears them.
And you're talking
He's
this
like,
guy's 260
You can't be
pounds.
making phone calls on company time.
Yes, yes.
Oh my!
yeah,
I
no,
haven't
it's
seen it.
awesome.
I mean,
it's
it's
so
probably
good.
what like most people want to do in an office, but they don't really get to do stuff like
What
that.
is he? 250, 260, 6'4",
Oh, at least, yeah.
6'3"?
He's a
just
large-
monster of a man.
He's a large man.
Who did he
What a-
play for?
I don't remember. I don't even know if he was that good at football.
Did he?
Not as good. Not as good.
Not
as
even
Jesse,
sure if he
yeah.
was a real football
Yeah,
player.
I don't. I bet you he didn't make New York State All Star,
He's definitely not in the High School Football Hall of Fame.
and he's not in that either. So
How many tackles did you have?
I don't remember.
Bullshit.
I don't.
Yeah, you have to know your own stats.
I have a helmet at home that has like a sticker, and it's like I don't know. That's the only way. I know.
Did you ever
Okay,
get
he
half
used the little
tackles,
tally
or was it
marks.
always just you?
No, yeah, you get like
Yeah.
assisted tackles. Yeah. No, there's
Say
like
0.5.
I just wasn't sure if anybody else could keep up with you.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of really good players.
Sorry, Jesse.
Yeah, it's all
I
right.
think that it's great. It's great to be proud of your accomplishments.
All Star. So I wore this to a Hobart fraternity party, and
This
like
is gonna go
I,
great.
I
It
walk
sounds
I
good.
walk in, and some girl's like, "Oh, whose jersey are you wearing?" And the whole night I told her I was a it was a professional football player.
Yeah.
And jersey and not mine because I was embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
And at the end of the night, one of the kids were like, "Hey, I remember you on the All-Star team." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, how's it going?" He's like, "You wore your jersey?" And she looks at me, she's like, "That's your jersey?" And I'm like,
Okay.
"Oh no."
So I have a question.
Not
What
good.
is the casual Friday in the top left-hand corner?
So it's like a sponsor.
Oh.
Like they sponsored the jersey.
You get two?
Like Business Product Center Incorporated. Yeah. So whoever sponsored the All-Star game gets their logos
Got it.
on it. Yeah. Fun.
I'm so glad you have this jersey right now.
Me too.
so glad he got called out.
Mary's still mad, trust me. She's like, she didn't even look me in the eyes today. She's like, "No, just go somewhere. Get out of here."
That's great.
Anyway, so we didn't hear who Phil's rooting for.
Good question.
Golden
Kansas
Retriever.
City.
No.
Stop it.
KC
I think it's probably
I could
Kansas
give-
City.
or the Bucks.
He doesn't
Really,
Oh yeah. I know.
almost no shits at all.
Zero.
Shits.
I don't care
Oh,
at
come
all.
on, it's football.
I don't care at all who wins
Really?
the game tonight.
No.
Well, that's piss poor.
You're really a Debbie Downer.
You are a Debbie Downer today. You need to change your shit
No,
around.
I'll be happy no matter who loses.
When was the last time you got a hug? Like a good hug?
Like, I don't know, probably
I think Jesse needs a hug.
maybe last night.
Jesse wants the
I
hug.
think it's about Jesse. It's not about Phil.
Last night?
Either last night or like 2019.
Yeah. That's
Probably
2019.
2019.
Yeah, sure.
We were talking about
Just
that
need-
before you
you
got
just
in
need
here.
a
We
good
think it's
hug.
2018.
Yeah. Maybe he'll go home and just give Hawkeye a hug and he'll feel better. So I'm sure Hawkeye would love a hug.
For sure. Yeah. That's it.
He would, I'm sure. He's probably at home whining right now. He's like, "Oh, I just want to be outside." So,
Oh, that's probably true.
I don't know. He's sleeping on the couch right now. 100%.
not fun.
100%. He loves that.
So, Rose, do you have any animals?
Yes, I have 2 dogs.
Who are
Two dogs.
damn
2
cute.
Frenchies. One of them loves Marianne though.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
I have.
Do you know Katrina?
I know
She
some
also
Katrinas.
you know Katrina that she works at Point of the Bluff and
no.
the tavern and the
I might have met her at the
Laurentide.
tavern.
Tall, dark-haired lady.
Yes.
She has also 2 French bulldogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I met her mother. I was walking.
Laura.
Yes. I
Yeah.
did. So she pulled over on the side of the road to pet the Frenchies, and she was like, "My daughter Katrina has 2
Mhm.
Frenchies."
There you go.
She babysits them, so it's
She
cute.
thought you stole her dogs.
She probably thought I did. Well, she would know, so I can't walk both of them. One is a year, and he's really hyper, which you didn't get to meet.
Mm-mm.
His name is Ziggy, and he makes funny noises when he's mad. He yells at me.
Ziggy.
Oh,
He's one of those yelling dogs.
Huh.
Like the
Like,
ones you
instead of-
see on YouTube?
Instead
that
of barking,
literally
yeah,
yell?
he yells.
Oh,
Is he named
God.
after Ziggy Stardust or named after Ziggy from Quantum Leap?
Or Ziggy
Neither.
Marley?
I was thinking
None
Ziggy
of
Marley.
It was more
Yeah.
like I had 5 names picked out, and each one was going to represent a personality. And Ziggy just happened to be the crazy one, and he turned out crazy, so he got the name Ziggy. And then Zoe, she doesn't get out of bed; she just lays there all day. Apparently, she gets out of bed for Marianne. She saw Marianne, and she actually ran
Yeah.
across the yard a
Wow.
little bit. I was like, "Whoa,
Weird.
she's moving!"
So
Dude.
do
She literally
weird.
doesn't get up.
you like Z names? You're
No,
like
I thought because she's the most expensive play toy we've gotten for Ziggy because he needs so much attention that we got him a friend, and I thought we'd just keep the Z thing.
a girlfriend?
It's kind of a girlfriend.
Lady.
We call her a girlfriend.
Oh, there you go.
I'll get you
Oh,
girlfriend.
I love ladies.
But we keep each other entertained.
You
So,
love ladies. Yeah. I think Phil and I agree. I hope.
but they are adorable though. Just high maintenance for sure.
I'm not going to speak for Phil, but I hope he loves ladies. Yeah.
Some of them.
Yes, he does. Yes,
So,
he does.
Jesse, do you have any dogs?
Yeah. A German Shepherd and a Husky.
Oh wow, that's high maintenance. I thought
Shoot.
the Frenchies were high maintenance. I can't complain anymore.
No, actually, Phil's grown ass dog was more hyper than my little dog, my puppy. Yeah, it
Really?
was funny.
He's
as hell.
9.5.
Yeah, and he was like, my little puppy husky, was like, "Hey, what's up, dude? This is my house." And he's like, "Let's do everything in the house." And she's like, "Okay, you need to just take a breather here."
He's like, I've got to sniff everything and also hit everything with my tail.
That's awesome.
And
That's cute.
It was a little
It is cute.
crazy for a second.
No, they're great. You do take a lot of work.
So,
though.
you guys ready for another cat story?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I gotta
Here
hear
we
the cat
go.
stories.
Okay. So I'm not much of a cat person, but I have this cat, and there's a long running story of the battles with me and my cat. So
What's your cat's name again?
Jinx.
Jinx.
Yeah. So this our all of a sudden, it's like 3:00 in the morning. I fell asleep on the couch, and all I keep hearing is bang, bang, bang on the window, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on at 3 a.m.? And then I look, and my cat's straight up on its hind. You ever seen how they get on their hind legs looking? And she's looking out the window. I was like, what is going on? I look, there's this black male cat, like fat man, and he's just hammering with his head, not even his paws, like headbutting it. I was like, this motherfucker's a zombie or something. Like, he's gonna try to kill me.
Break through.
Like, this cat was no joke, dude. Like, it was coming through. It was. I don't know if it wanted to fight or what it was trying to do.
I don't think it wanted to fight.
So then Mary starts feeding it and makes it a little home on the porch after I tell her the story, and I was like, dude, he's fat. Like, he's like, you're gonna feed him. She's like, well, you're chunky. I feed you. So we did it too. I'm like, all right, Mary. Yeah. So there's
so wrong.
Yeah, it's
if you feed it, it'll never go away.
Yeah, I tried, Phil. That's how I stay.
Mary. Yeah, see, Mary.
It's like it
works.
I'm like, you know what I'm here for, and then they're like, oh well, here's some pancakes. It's like, pancakes aren't gonna work, and then it's like, oh, here's a steak, and it's like, then you just end up staying.
Yeah. For steak,
they start
I
washing. They wash your clothes, and you're like, why are there no underwear at my house? They're all at our house. Yeah, and then you just never leave.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
You run.
I'm learning.
It's when you run out of underwear.
So you have to cook and do laundry.
You only have like those 8 pairs of underwear that are going to last you that year. So you're like, you're not buying any more.
No,
so,
of course not.
Yeah, and same with socks. Once you're out of underwear and socks for the year, until your mom buys you some for Christmas, you're done. So
you got to get Darn Tough socks. Darn Tough.
No,
Vermont.
Stop it. They don't support.
So we know what to buy Jesse for Christmas.
Underwear and socks.
Underwear and socks.
Darn Tough socks.
Who doesn't? It's like come December, all your socks are barely holding on.
My socks have a lifetime guarantee on them.
Of course they would.
If they wear through at any point, or if they get like unsatisfactory, they'll send me a new pair.
Is it from Duluth?
Yeah. No. It's from Darn Tough.
True, yeah.
Oh.
They're made in Vermont.
Oh.
And
so we're gonna get Jesse Vermont socks.
Yeah, and they're the most comfortable socks I've ever had.
Do they make your feet sweat?
Are they wool?
They make they're wool, and so they're wool, but they're cool in the summer. They're warm in the winter.
Oh,
they don't make my feet. So the reason for that is that when I wear cotton socks, it always feels like my feet are damp.
Right.
Because it just like holds.
Mine feel like that. It
holds
snowing
the
outside,
moisture.
and my boots aren't waterproof.
But with the wool socks, it immediately pulls it away from your skin.
Okay.
And
is there some wicking action?
Awesome, dude. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time wicking, and it's because it's coiled.
Yeah.
Like it can hold the moisture away.
Sounds kind of gross too.
Dude, it
sounds
awesome.
kind of bougie.
It's awesome.
Phil has bougie socks.
A bougie socks, I guess.
He's bougie about socks.
They're
That's
wool.
great.
I'm very bougie about socks.
Phil's the guy that you see, like you expect. Phil looks like what you expect him to be like. He has a weird toothpaste. Like he doesn't have like regular toothpaste. Right. He's got like man toothpaste. And it's like, what the hell? Like, do you think you're tougher than us because your toothpaste tastes like shit, Phil? Okay, we don't know.
Wait a minute. Let's talk about this.
Is it like chewing tobacco?
It's not shit flavored. Everybody, it's not shit flavored. If you're listening, I do not use shit flavored toothpaste.
It's just he's like got all the man stuff.
I feel like it should be like chewing tobacco.
Chewing tobacco flavored toothpaste?
Would make you
no,
really
it's mint. It's mint.
How
is that manly?
Manly.
Mine's
it's just different.
He doesn't have the right. He doesn't have the regular brands like us peons do. He's got like the
bougie ones,
manly version.
Didn't you have like this red toothpaste last time you talked about?
Yeah, it was like red. Yeah.
Was it like Close Up? Is that what it was?
I don't remember.
Okay. Are you looking? What are you looking up?
He's looking up his manly toothpaste.
It's called Uncle Harry.
Uncle
Harry's toothpaste.
I told you to. You thought I was joking.
Oh my god.
That's his toothpaste.
This is.
That looks like a prescription toothpaste.
Yeah.
You dip it in.
Yep.
It's toxic free.
Yep.
It's $6.
Well,
yep.
Why do you
3
like
ounces.
it? Why do you like it so much?
Keeps his
awesome.
pearly.
Can you
pearly
go
whites
to
white.
ingredients, please?
Yeah.
Just one little click over to the right.
Oh,
ingredients.
Yeah.
Bypass the warning, the Prop 65 one.
Everything's Prop 65 in California.
Water. Yeah.
Eucalyptus. Are you sure you're
mustard seeds?
allergic to eucalyptus?
Did you click it?
Yeah. Essential oils, eucalyptus.
Wow.
And
you have
oregano in there.
So you do
that
like
must be the
essential
manly
oils.
And
Oh,
then,
well, for certain things, not like not for the flu.
here we go.
I don't use it for
Oh,
influenza
no.
A.
Guys, we're not fighting over essential oils again. We're not doing it again. It's done.
or for like attacking squirrels.
Your mother really thought that was going to happen.
She did.
She really did.
It did mess up the squirrels. I give her. I mean, it messed them up.
Yeah.
What did you do to this?
My mom used like cinnamon oil or something, or what was it?
Peppermint oil.
Tea tree oil.
Tea tree oil.
Oh, tea tree oil will mess anyone
Some
up.
bullshit,
That
right?
sounds like-
And she put it in. She like poured some onto a rag and threw it at the squirrel that was in her house. And then she took cinnamon oil and she put it in a diffuser, and it like made the squirrels up inside the walls freak out and like fall out of the wall.
She like mustard gas squirrels.
She did. She did.
Jesus. Not remember.
I
Don't
think
go to
she's
Phil's
watching.
mother's
No,
house.
I think she's watching. So
she will mustard gas you.
Mom, let us know which essential oils are effective against squirrels.
All I know is that Portia loves when you tell that story
She
about your
loves
mom.
that
She
story.
loves that story about essential oils and squirrels.
Well, Chet would love it too because he hates squirrels.
He should meet my
Like,
mother.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you guys,
So he'll forever know how to get rid of them. Or
We're talking
gas
about
bomb them.
mustard gas, right? Okay, another amazing story.
About cats?
No, this-
About mustard gas.
Mustard
about
gas.
mustard gas. So Mary and I were like dating for like maybe it was a month and a half, and I was like cooking. I was gonna fry chicken. I don't know why I had chicken, so I never really fried chicken. So I'm like reading the recipe, and it's like cayenne pepper, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, like who knows how much you're supposed to put? So I just like hammer it because it's usually red, and I didn't know it was red from paprika. So I made like the cayenne pepper. So of course I dip it in a batter and then dip. And then I start frying this chicken, and all of a sudden like like my throat and like my nose. And then I look over, and Mary's face is red, and she's like choking, and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm killing us. Like what am I doing? Like what's going on? And it is like she's crying, like her eyes are watering, her face is red. I'm like, she must be having an allergic reaction, and I'm just fooling myself. Then I look in the mirror, and my face is red, and I swear to God, I almost killed us with cayenne pepper.
It's like
Don't cook cayenne pepper in a pan. It is not a good idea.
That's awesome.
I did not know. That is not good.
that's like what they use to clear out protesters.
Yeah, it's pepper spray, dude. It really was. It was like pepper spray in your face. It was not good. That was bad.
So what did you end up eating that night?
The fried chicken.
Make the chicken.
You ate the
Damn
Just
right. I
scrape off the outside.
Yeah, it's good. It's great. It
It's
was good
spicy.
chicken.
She stuck around after that. I'm pretty impressed.
Oh, she stuck around a lot worse than that. Yeah. Some days like she'll see me. I'll be like shirtless and drooling, and there's like a mirror you can kind of see, and I look over it, and I'm like, this poor girl. I don't know what she's doing.
Why are you drooling?
What,
While
like,
you're shirtless, it's
when you
great.
go drunk, when you get drunk, you don't like sleep and drool.
No.
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 Oh, I guess I
Yeah.
do.
And we don't.
You know,
and if so,
Shirtless?
At worst, sometimes my mouth gets dry.
I think the most impressive part of that story was the fact that he had a mirror to turn and look at
Yeah.
to
Just
kind of like check himself out and be like, "Poor girl."
It's all about
It's
Jesse.
all about Jesse.
You guys don't have a mirror so you can see what's going on.
not that I can see from like
Like
The couch.
The
Oh, not
drooling
from the bed?
shirtless.
oh, one of those.
You've been in
I
my
see.
house. You know where the
I
mirror
see.
is. Don't pull your shits in the corner of the room, okay?
He almost said,
Oh God, that would be a horrible thing to have.
"Oh, that's great."
Everyone's like, and this is not the show I thought I was tuning into.
So Rose, what was LA like?
Yes.
Have you ever been to Skid Row?
Yes, I have.
What's that like?
It's horrible.
Can you- 'cause
so
we don't
my
have-
best friend is an LAPD officer, and she worked Skid Row for almost, I think, 2 years. It's bad. I mean, a lot of the police officers will get, what's the skin thing? The rash thing. That's the,
Like ringworm?
No, I can't remember what it is, but it's everywhere down there. So they have to wear gloves and masks. This was before COVID.
God damn.
What is Skid Row? Is that just is that a city?
So Skid Row is a part of. So you have centralized LA, and then you have like kind of the East LA area, and then right on the outskirts of the East LA area
So right.
is
What's
just
that called?
wall to wall homeless.
Oh,
and they
wow.
build
Like,
big
gives you the
tents.
scaly
And,
feeling.
I don't think so.
No, I don't
it's
know.
under the bridges, and they spent years trying to
Psoriasis,
clean it
right?
up, but
That's
it's
what I'm
bad.
Really?
I when I was living out there, I teamed up with a place called Home, which is started off as an after-school program for kids, and we did a lot of charity events, and they were located maybe about a block or so away from the Skid Row area.
Wow.
It's bad.
Wow. That must have been
It's horrible.
a crazy experience.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's definitely, if you go there, something you have to actually see to understand, because sometimes when you hear things really blown out of proportion and you're like, nah, it's not really like that. It is. Skid Row is not a happy place. It's not a huge area, but it's just so densely populated with homeless. It's a huge problem. And so I didn't live in the LA area. I lived kind of Manhattan Beach, El Segundo area. So close to the airport.
Isn't Manhattan Beach where all those jack dudes lift all the time? There's like that, like all the bodybuilders.
No, that's Venice Beach.
Oh, that's Venice
you got to
Beach.
go to Venice Beach.
Venice Beach.
Anybody
yeah.
who comes to LA with me, I take them to Venice Beach because it's something you have to see. It's
There's
cool.
have you ever seen it? Like all the like world
Just
bodybuilders come out there and like work out in the
Oh, it's
summer.
beyond
crazy.
bodybuilders.
Just on like TV shows from the 80s.
Yeah, so it's kind of like comparable to almost like a Fremont Street in Vegas, if you've ever been there.
Yes.
The newer Fremont Street, not the original.
No.
Kind of the way it is right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like that, and so there's always like kind of show street performers going on. They have like the Muscle Beach area where it's all bodybuilders. There's some interesting stuff. They have a big
Wow.
skate
And
park.
lots of beautiful women.
Lots of,
I imagine.
Yeah, and just as many but it's okay. It's not the place to go.
Everybody shows up.
Lots of
Right,
ugly
yeah.
women.
Listen.
Lots of a little bit of everything. Lots of diversity.
There's always someone for them too.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not me.
It is
Just
people.
But there's someone.
You
out
hear
there.
that, ladies? Stay away from Jesse.
That's right.
So no, you have to go to Venice Beach. It's cool.
Venice
That's it.
Beach.
So can we talk about In-N-Out now?
Yeah. So In-N-Out Taco.
How amazing is In-N-Out? We just got to know compared to us people who are stuck with like McDonald's and horrible
wait,
stuff.
what is
you can't even
In-N-Out?
say In-N-Out and McDonald's in the same sentence. Oh, so In-N-Out is it's in California
Mhm.
only.
Oh.
I take that back. They have 1 or 2 locations in Arizona. I think they have a couple in Vegas, and that's about it. And so it is just basic menu. All it is hamburger and fries and shakes and drinks, and that's it. But the key is there's a bunch of hacks. So I think there's like 11 different hack orders, like secret orders that you can give.
You order animal fries.
Animal fries, which is my favorite. And so animal fries
Yeah.
is just their handmade, or they hand cut fries, and they cook them in vegetable oil, and they cook them to order. But what they do is they take slices of cheese and melt it on top with their secret sauce and grilled onions, and it is just to die for.
Bam.
Really?
Yeah,
So
Wow.
In-N-Out's like
it's like crack.
it's like the best. It's like the
It's
five
like you
five
get off the
guys
plane
for us,
and that's
kind
the
of.
first place you go. It's at the taco truck or it's In-N-Out Burger.
Wow.
You got to decide between the two.
Yeah.
LA tacos, which I don't know. I
Yeah.
might pick those instead of In-N-Out.
Yeah, I'm not much of
sometimes.
a taco person.
That's
I
because
love
you haven't been eating the
tacos.
right kind of tacos.
I love tacos.
That's I've heard.
Jesus.
I've heard that. And rated R.
I'm gonna have to go back and change the rating on this one.
First of all, I was talking about LA tacos, right? That's
Yes.
what I was talking
No,
about.
I mean of course, because that's
very
like
different.
I mean, how close is LA to the Mexican border?
It's maybe about 2-hour drive to get
Yeah,
to.
so-
Oh, that's not bad.
I imagine you're getting authentic street tacos from,
So
the place
but
where it was
it
invented.
is very different. So I spent 3 months in Tucson with my team, and my team, I have 4 of my guys that work for me, and they're from the LA area. And we went out for tacos one night, and they were like, "We can't eat these." And I was like, "Guys, it's a different part of Mexico. It's Juarez versus like Tijuana style. So you get different types of tacos. They'll use like cabbage and stuff in them, and so they were really.
Ooh,
there is a
I
difference.
like those ones. You don't like the cabbage ones?
I like them, but
With the
you
cabbage
have
and
to
the-
get
and
like
the
authentic
pork.
street tacos now.
Yeah.
Like you have to. It has to be off of like a cart or a food truck or a mom and pop shop. It can't. You can't go to a place and from my experience and get really good tacos, and they also can give you cheeseburgers and fries with it.
Fair.
Yeah,
You have
Fair.
to focus on one or the other.
very very simple.
So how many times have you gotten absolutely smashed off of tequila in your life?
So tequila is my drink. I love tequila.
Oh boy, so that's more than you can count.
All of the
So-
time.
All the time.
So I don't really drink as much tequila anymore. When I was younger, I did. So I was working for LA County Social Services for a while, and I had a coworker with me, and he used to run his mouth all the time. His name was Gary. We're still
Oh.
really good friends.
No,
was Gary.
come on, Gary.
Gary.
Gary. And so one day he just wouldn't shut up about how he could drink more than me, and he was just gab. And our desks were like literally butted up against each other, so it's not like I can shut him down. It was like Friday, so I was like, all right, let's go. 5 o'clock. I'll meet you at the bar. let's just get it done.
Yeah.
It was 29 shots of tequila, a shot of Hennessy, and a Corona later, and he was out for 3 days. It was great.
Oh.
He didn't make it in on Monday. Like his wife hates me.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh,
I was actually functional around noon on Saturday, so I think I did pretty good.
This
Can't do
this
that.
is like on the edge of me gender discrimination or whatever they say. I feel like women handle hangovers way better than men.
That's because we hydrate and we plan ahead.
Like way
They
better.
do. Yeah,
That's a
women
good
plan
point.
ahead.
Yeah, I'm
That's
like,
a
I
good
got
point.
coconut water.
Women-
I'm like solid.
We burn the ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We burn the ships.
We're doing repair. Like
Women do not burn the
damage control.
ships.
But here it gets better. So my favorite part of this night is, and Gary's like, we got to go to another bar, and I was like, it's cool, and he's like, I want to go to this one I heard about. I'm like, I don't really think you want to go to that bar. And he's like, I do. And so here we are in the middle of this bar, and he is singing Moon and the Stars by Justin Timberlake.
Oh my God.
And he's got a group of gay men just in heaven
Uh-huh.
because he's a good looking guy. And they are like, and he has no idea. It's like the Stifler guy when he walked in the bar in what's the movie with?
Is it American?
Yeah,
Pie?
American Pie. And he
Yeah.
doesn't realize he's in the gay bar. Well, he still didn't know because
okay.
he was too drunk.
Yeah.
And so here he is doing karaoke, and he's got like all these people, and he's playing pool, and he's having a good time. And then on Tuesday morning, he's like, "What bar are we at?" And I was like,
Oh, I see. Can we
It's
can we
great.
go to a gay bar with Jesse? I just
That would be
want to
awesome.
do that. I think it'd be
"Gay bars
great.
are great." That's why I was saying West Hollywood has
Mhm.
some of the best.
Think of all the
clubs.
free drinks, Jesse.
Jesse, think of all our free drinks. Think
Didn't
of all
I,
the free
I
drinks
told
we're
you
gonna
guys
get.
about my gay bar experience. I did, right?
Not yet.
No. Well, I feel like you're going to.
No, I've been there, and I told you guys I got denied by a gay guy. Remember the story
Well,
I
just
told
because
you
he's
guys
gay
about?
doesn't mean he's gonna like.
Because the guy was like, he was like talking to me, and I didn't
Oh,
know I was
yeah.
in
Yeah,
a gay
we
bar,
talked-
and I was
Oh,
like,
so you were Stifler.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
was
and
like,
you were like, and he's like, don't worry.
he's like, you're not my type, don't worry. And I like had another drink, and I like walked up to him like, what do you mean I'm not your type?
Excuse
What
me.
the hell's that supposed to mean?
Well, look at you, honey.
Yeah. He's like,
You walk in with your jersey.
He's like, you're like messy. Like you look like you just got done eating like a bunch of chicken wings. You're like yelling at people. Like, sure. I sometimes I don't
so
understand.
Phil, I think we're gonna have to
Yeah.
depend on you for the free drinks. Then.
Yeah. I don't have what it takes to be that.
I don't think I'm their
So-
type either.
Yeah, Phil.
I think
you
we
are.
could get a lot of free drinks
Yeah.
if we brought you.
Yeah, I like your
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
think
Oh yeah,
so.
we can bet on this.
I would put a bet on
Yeah,
this.
I
Oh,
say we bet
boy.
on this.
Really, any bar in a city.
I don't think he'd do well at a lesbian bar. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh,
no.
you'd be shocked.
He might. I think he might pick a couple fights. It might be. A
No,
little,
no, you'd be shocked.
I like his chances. He's pretty good. He's pretty good at making friends. So.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
But
that's
he's not
true.
good at
Well, I
keeping
don't- yeah.
friends.
No.
So, like he can make friends for a night, but then he gets to a point where
It's not really a friend.
he always says something that offends the other person, and I always see them look at him like that motherfucker. Like it happens a lot.
So,
I explained that to somebody this week
Yeah.
that they'd have to let me know if they were going to listen to the show, they'd have to let me know which episode was the reason they're not talking to me anymore.
Nice. So basically, people who are your friends, you haven't offended, or they just don't care. Because I don't think he's offended me.
he's not there with you yet.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, wait.
No,
till
I've
you
watched
get
him
there.
offend plenty of people. Like,
Yeah, no.
I've witnessed it. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, ooh, he probably shouldn't have said that.
He's usually
Yeah,
at bars.
you're not the only person that's thought that. I'll be sitting there and I'll be like,
Yeah. Okay,
like there'll be
check
a
this
girl
out.
talking to him, like
Yes.
actually flirting with him, and I'll be like, "Wow, Phil, this is good. This is good for Phil."
It's going good.
And then she'll bring up a point, and he'll be like, and I'm like, Q 1,
2, 3.
2, and he'll go, "Well, actually," and that's always how it goes. And I'm like,
I love this.
"Shut up, Phil.
We're-
Shut up."
We were sitting at the bar the other night, and it was the night that we came in late, and you had like the little group going on, and they were doing the trivia.
Mhm.
And he was talking to two of the ladies, and one of the ladies was asking him something. They ordered pot stickers, and I was like on cue. I'm doing the countdown, and so as the pot stickers come closer, he was like, "What did you say to her?"
I'm not going to help you.
Do you know what she's
I'm not
talking
gonna
about?
help
He
you.
knows what he was. And so somewhere along the way, he tried to convince her that they're pot stickers that had never been in a pot. And he
Oh,
was trying to explain it to her, and she was just wah wah wah. I was like, Phil,
He does this all the
actually
time.
is what he starts it out with. Actually,
I like pot stickers better. I was, you know,
So I witnessed it, Jesse.
Yes,
Just to
I
your point. It's
try.
great.
I wish I could just
I
like.
think
It's
we
like
should- I
wish
nature
there
versus
was
nurture.
a mute button for Phil. I'd be like mute.
Like on Click, we could turn the volume down like really low,
Oh,
and you'd
God.
see him talking.
Am I really loud?
I think.
Am I better? Oh,
No, you're
muted
muted.
yourself.
Now you're muted.
Oh, yes. So if he just a little mute button would be good because he does attract people.
Yeah.
Even guys, people he's
Yeah.
nice to talk to, but he can't. And I've tried to talk to him about this. Phil, just sometimes you just shake your head and say, "Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool."
I've learned to do
You
that.
don't have to
They're
always.
called social skills.
They are called social skills. Yeah. Oh God, he's turning everyone down. He's like, you know what? We're done with this podcast. No more.
I'm just trying to figure out which one's me because it's really loud.
Oh, God. Yeah. So I think we're just gonna.
Yeah, we were at the bar the other day. He said, he makes me laugh. Really,
He does.
he's very entertaining.
It's so good.
He turns to Chet and says, "What's up with the bowl cut?" Why? Like, it's just a mute button or just a volume button, Jesse. We need like a remote control.
It's
We
like-
can turn it up and turn it down.
Don't say that, Phil. You don't
I'm like,
have to
"That
say
is
that.
great." Like,
I think
Oh,
he
no.
texted me something.
Did I hurt his feelings?
no,
Yeah.
no. Okay, yes.
Yeah. he did.
Really?
you should send him something.
Yeah.
No, you didn't hurt his
Oh,
feelings.
I'm gonna
can't-
text him right
You're
now.
such a jerk.
Like,
You
hey, I'm
can't-
sorry I made fun of your
No.
bowl cut.
Some people
Chet
cannot
loves you. It's
take.
great. Yeah.
Some people really can't take it though.
Look here's
Yeah.
the thing: if you can't take a little ribbing and give a little ribbing back,
Right.
I really don't want to be your friend.
Exactly.
That's true.
I really don't
you know,
want to be your
honestly,
friend.
it's, like, confidence is there, and it's not anything you get upset about because who really cares?
Well, that's. The
I thought it
truth.
was
If you're
hilarious.
confident, you're really not going to give a shit.
Yeah.
at the end of the
Probably
There
why
you
we're
go.
friends with Phil.
I
we
think-
all must be the most confident people on the
He
planet.
texted me something
Just
last
if you're
week.
not, I'll take you down a notch.
No, he texted me something last week, and I was just like, you know what, fuck you. And I just was like, oh, okay, never mind. And then he said something back to me later on. I'm just like, you just have to go with it. I'm like, Phil's kind of a weird mood today, so whatever. But he's just
So
being
tell
honest.
me. So I have a question for you, Marion. Does it scare you when he's not in a weird mood? Like, are you concerned at that point?
no,
Because I think you probably are like he's in a weird mood almost every day, and then if he's ever really nice, does it surprise you?
when he's really nice, it
Well, this
does.
isn't
It
the
makes
way
me
I
nervous.
saw this going today.
We thought it was going to be all about Jesse. We're going to talk about Phil.
No, I thought we were going to talk about Rose
Oh,
and
yeah.
like all the cool stuff that Rose does.
Okay,
we
I'll
switch
tell you
it.
something cool. Okay,
Okay.
so I took, in order to get here, I took almost 11 days and drove cross country and went all up the western coast and then cut across through right on the border of Canada through Glacier Park and then down through Yosemite.
Wow.
Came out through South Dakota, that area, hit Badlands, Chicago, Cleveland. It was pretty cool.
I bet that was awesome.
It's funny. It was me, Chet, and Ziggy,
Mhm.
and we did it in what he calls a go-kart. It was a little Acura, and we got one of those big things that strap to the roof, and you pile all your stuff in it. So it must have been hilarious. And we stopped at like campgrounds. And
You look like the
hotels.
Griswolds.
We did.
Yes.
It was fun. It was great. It was really good. So my favorite part of the trip is we were up in Glacier Park, and we have one of those cabins that just has like the bed in it, and you have like the restrooms and stuff somewhere else. And Ziggy and Zoe have coffee with me in the morning, but they drink milk. But I call it Foffy. And so whenever I say Foffy time, they'll come running, right? They're excited
Oh, how
about getting it. It's
cute.
so cute. And so here I am at this campsite, and I'm like, Foffy time. And here comes Ziggy running, and I've got this lady over in this next site just totally judging me. And she comes over and she's like, are you feeding your dog coffee? And I'm like, first of all, if I was, none of your business. And
Right.
second of all,
Bingo.
let me take the time to explain to you what I'm feeding my dog to the person I don't know that I'll never see again in my life. So
It's
it's cute.
true.
Those are the people you should get a free
My
slap
son- my-
on.
no.
Just
No,
a free
No,
open
my
hand.
son calls it, and I don't know if this is okay to say, but he calls it Karen. I don't know what that means.
Oh, Karen.
I heard that.
My daughter knows Karen.
Yeah,
Did you know
Karen.
that? Did
He's
you
like,
know
Mom,
that
you're such a
Karen
Karen right
is
now.
is a racial slur now?
Is it
It
really?
probably
Did
could
you
be.
see this? That like
No.
LeBron James or somebody like that, some NBA player was in hot water because he called somebody a Karen, and they were like, "Oh, he's
But it's not. I think that
just
Karen
using a
isn't act-
racist term
So
Is that
Karen,
racist?
No,
for
Karen-
white women,
yeah, but I don't think you can.
for white women that are bitchy."
Interesting.
Right? So like
don't
it's
think
like the
it's
take the
bitchy.
water back. It's not the right
Complainy.
temperature kind of complaining thing.
It's complaining.
Yeah.
It's not
Complaining.
bitchy. It's complaining.
Like, I want to see the manager.
That's
yes.
bitchy.
I want.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a little. I think there's a difference between a Karen and. The
I think
bitchy
it's
thing.
it's a wah wah
It's
wah.
it's under the umbrella of bitchy. It's just like one little part of.
I think of it.
You gotta-
I
you
think
ha-
of it,
you have to have the haircut,
I
though.
think you do, and I think it's
Yeah.
a little bit more on the pretentious side. Like,
Yeah.
something to prove. This is what I'm going to do. This is my status. And so Karen is a phrase which I thought was hilarious that I took
It's
me a
still
little
great.
bit to understand. So,
So
it's,
a Karen's like half up and then like down
Yeah,
short hair.
yes.
It's like the Karen.
yeah,
I don't know
Right.
what that means.
I
You
think
don't know what that
I
means?
think it's more
No.
of a state of mind than a way of looking. Though.
I think it's
You know.
expanded to more
No.
of the haircut. Jesse.
I know
more
the
than
haircut.
now.
I know
Oh.
I've seen the memes, whatever,
Yeah.
and I understand what you're saying.
I think
but,
anybody. I think Jesse, you
um,
could be a Karen if you wanted to. I
No.
think
but it's
anybody
more
can
about
be
the
a Karen.
Yes.
attitude
Yeah.
than it is about the haircut.
I'm more of a what's a guy Karen?
Susie.
Like
I don't know.
Like a
Just making stuff up.
Chad.
a Chad. Yeah, and
Oh, what's a guy?
Chad.
Karen?
Chad.
a Chad's like a beta.
Oh,
You're
I don't
like
know. I don't know. That.
like a beta.
What's a guy version of a Karen?
And then
What would a name
there's a
be?
Kyle.
Dick?
He's
And then that's like the ones that like punch drywall and drink
Oh my
Monster. You
God.
seen the memes for those? It's
no.
like, there's
Nope.
a Kyle.
Nope.
Oh,
That's
that's
what they say.
interesting.
Yeah. So that's what they say. So it's like, you drink Monster and they're crazy. I don't know. My buddy that we were in school with, he used to pick on him about it all the time because he had a Monster sticker on the back of his truck, and it was like the funniest meme. So we'd be like, "Yep, okay, it all makes sense." So
And back to the bowl cut thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, good.
I love this. So
What,
this is
wasn't he
let it
dressing
go.
up as being from the 90s?
No, this is
Never
like-
mind. Sorry, Chet. Sorry.
Was it a dress up one?
No, it wasn't. We only dressed up one time.
I don't like the dress
80s.
up thing.
Stop it.
I really
dressed up
don't.
the
Well,
80s.
Amanda, you can vouch for me. She
Amanda
loves, to dress
loves
up.
it.
She does love
Yeah.
I
it.
got to use my fake ponytail.
You-
for these
yeah,
things,
you
so
seem
I-
like
it. It was
I-
cute.
I-
It was
I
cute.
like to be able
Did
to
you have
do that.
extensions the one time?
I had
did.
one of those
She
little
did.
ponytail clip things that
Yeah.
made my hair look like 80s to the side.
Huh.
So it's like just like a little wrap thing.
The girls like to dress up, and the trivia is not about you. So
Well,
I
that's
mean-
certainly true.
it's
Well,
very true.
No, it doesn't hurt
Yeah,
my
I
feelings,
like to
Jesse.
dress up. I just
Yeah.
don't have a lot of the stuff from
You
the
know,
80s. It's not my favorite.
I think it should be about you, Phil.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's going to be about him,
I don't really.
unless he hosts.
There's very few things
No,
that should be about
I
me.
I think he's better answering questions.
Oh,
He is. Wait, when you hosted,
Better at answering.
shots all over.
What do you mean?
Phil today.
We win. Why would we kill our winning streak?
Well, because we don't have a winning streak
yeah,
anymore.
broke.
You guys lost.
I think
They
we,
did.
I think
We
we,
got-
did it on purpose.
Yeah.
We were feeling really bad, and Phil had a heart to heart with the 3 other people in this group and said, "We got to lose.
I did. I was like, it's
we are
okay. We
not-
don't need to win every week.
we
we
gotta
should
lose."
let-
and
you know.
Jody's like,
So
"I
did
don't
you
really
guys-
care?"
What
Did
a
you guys throw
loser!
it?
What a loser spirit.
Did you guys throw it this week?
I don't remember.
You guys,
maybe.
No comment.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's you guys can be arrested for
would-
that.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know,
What?
Yeah. You're not allowed to take part in a sporting event. And,
Took a dive in the
and-
4th round.
and, throw it. So, okay, guys.
Well,
So, Rose, are you excited that you left LA and now you're living here? That's a big transition.
it is a big transition. So I think the biggest transition for me is the snow. That's for sure.
The snow
Uh,
sucks.
What do you feel about that?
Cold.
It's kind of bullshit, isn't it?
It's supposed to be
Little cold.
really cold
So
next
I
week.
shoveled snow 2 weeks ago for the first time because apparently you
Oh.
have to keep your sidewalks clear. And
Yes.
they come around and they're like, you can't do this. And I'm like,
Yes.
oh, I get it.
Yeah.
But like in some of my properties, it's not our property. So why do we have to shovel it? But we get it.
Mhm.
And so that's a workout all in itself.
It really is.
Yeah.
What do you
Bend
mean?
the knees.
Shoveling the snow,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Can I tell you a trick which makes shoveling so much easier?
Pay someone else to do it.
pay
is-
someone else to do it? Yeah.
Jump on top of it early.
Oh,
And
back
then-
it down. Yeah. That's
yeah,
a great
I mean,
trick.
That's
No. Start shoveling early.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Something
thought-
early.
Don't literally jump on it.
I thought he wanted me to pack
No,
it down
just
first.
like
and then
what
go.
I do is like if it's snowing and I see it, I'm like, okay, and then when like you go to sleep, you wake up, there's already a nice little.
Yeah.
That's
So-
not packed.
You
and
just-
it's easy to.
So, Jesse, you know
jump
what
on.
I
Go
do?
shovel 3
But
inches of
do you know
snow
what I
3
do now?
times.
Yeah,
I shoveled snow once and then I just made cookies for my neighbor and he does it every time.
there you go. That's
Oh,
one way
Right?
to do it.
that's so nice.
Terry is
Barter
said he
system,
works
yeah.
for cookies.
I just
and he
shovel
has
my-
snowblower. I'm like,
My
all right.
neighbors because they're older, so I
Oh,
just
but
do
you
it.
are nice.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lady with
He
a
sounds
there's a
shocked.
lady with a wheelchair that comes down, and I see her like get like hung up here and there when the old guys try to do it. So I'm just like, I'll shovel the freaking snow. So that's pretty easy. It's not that tough.
Look at you,
You can
Charity
come
over
to
there.
my place to shovel any day.
Yeah, I mean, if it's to help people that can't get through,
I Yeah.
can't get
feel
through.
bad.
We've had some
Yeah.
controversy on this show surrounding snow shoveling before.
Really?
Was I there?
No.
No,
Oh.
No.
and
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Mary
Mary does it.
She shovels the stairs. She's
For the
never.
cats.
sometimes
She's
Mary
never-
shovels.
She's
Wait
never
till you go-
shoveled a
Yeah,
sidewalk
Mary,
in her
that's
life.
awesome. Wait till your girlfriend does it.
She doesn't
So
shovel sidewalks.
so what about when you get downtown, or even if you own a corner property, The one other thing that most people don't even think of is the curb cuts. Shovel those too. Even when the
Oh.
plow comes through, just give those another go by, because I'm always thinking about, oh well, somebody might have a wheelchair. Well, that's a lot less likely than, like your neighbor might have just had a baby and is trying to push a stroller.
Or you might
try to push a
yeah.
stroller over a pile of snow 2 feet.
Or you
tall.
could have a neighbor from LA that doesn't have any snowshoes and might just slip and fall, because that's
See?
happened.
Yeah, that's a
But
possibility.
nobody has sympathy for that.
Right,
But
okay.
people have.
So apparently, just elderly and people with strollers.
Yep,
Well,
for the most
people
part.
like, I feel like everybody can feel sympathetic to people
Yeah,
with strollers.
we have the corner
Well,
one, so we
I
do both.
feel bad for the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
But make it wide enough. Do the
Thanks,
curb
Jesse.
cuts.
Segue into this one. It's all about.
I
We have a really exciting show today. We're going to talk about shoveling snow.
Oh my god.
Curb
Well-
cuts.
Curb
Yeah.
cuts.
Curb cuts.
What about
Curb cuts. Width of the shovel. Like how many feet? 3 feet?
What?
You need a lot
Like
of. You need a lot of feet.
like how
What's the
wide?
88
How
right
wide?
Yeah.
How wide?
32 inches.
32 inches.
I don't know.
You're a code
Isn't that your
enforcer.
job?
I'm the code officer in Barrington. Is there a sidewalk in Barrington? I don't think there's a
Where
sidewalk
is
in
Barrington?
Barrington.
I don't know.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
There's no sidewalks. It's the country.
I think it's 32 inches,
Yeah, I have no clue.
Could be.
Yeah, I think it's 32.
which most people don't do because they don't think of that. They think of, oh, the kids walking to school or the mailman
Yeah.
at most,
Male
or
person.
mostly
Male
I think it's male
person.
person because mine's a
Themself.
lady.
Because
Most
Kevin
people
said
just think of
mailman too,
themselves.
and I'm like, it's male.
I'm like, she
person.
doesn't look like a mailman though.
Male person.
Male person.
yeah.
saying.
Okay, male people,
Male
That's
people.
good. As long
because
as it's
that was
established.
the important
Don't
Yeah,
say
that
operative.
was, that was
operative
our
word.
important. That was the one politically correct thing that we're going to get today.
Yes,
Marianne, that's it.
male,
The male person.
Yeah, I think
Is
we're
it-
pretty politically correct on this show.
We are usually, yeah.
And I would like to say I'm the most woke on the show too.
Oh,
Yeah, it's good to
self-nominated.
self-proclaimed
Yeah,
woke,
that's great.
but that's not possible because it's
Just
not
woke.
possible.
For me to be woke.
You can't be more woke than a white woman.
Hmm.
Well, that maybe I don't know. I'm pretty woke. I woke up today and yeah, feeling good.
That's awesome.
Wow, Jesse.
Wow.
I'm gonna be a lot more woke after I get some gall darn coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, you got.
It's unbelievable. They should just bring me some.
Letter carrier. Thank you, newbie. Letter carrier.
Letter carrier. What if I have a package?
Letter
Package
oh.
carrier.
You guys ready
Parcels.
for the most funny woke experience of my life though? So I used to work at a winery.
Which one?
It was Hickory Hollow because my friend Gage Otterson that
yeah.
owns Himrod Eagle.
Yeah.
But I had this group of Spanish people come in, and they said,
Oh, you say Mexican?
I
Spanish?
Spanish.
Like,
I mean, I don't,
So
I
they're
don't,
are they from
Spain?
Spain?
I don't know if they're Puerto Rican.
Are they
or if
Latinx?
They were
Oh,
Latin.
Hispanic.
Yeah,
They're
Hispanic.
Hispanic.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway.
You just gotta be.
Spanish
You gotta be
people.
correct.
That's
on
good.
They
this.
tried to tell me
Welcome to the finger.
that I was ignoring them
Yeah, you
because
probably were.
I was racist against them,
Yeah.
and I go,
Huh.
hey, you guys know I'm Puerto Rican, right? And they're like, they're like, you're not Puerto Rican. I'm like, no, I have to fight for my heritage. Like, what am I doing here? Like, I'm not racist. I am. I'm you. We are one. I'm not racist. It was the funniest moment of my life. I'm like, holy shit! Like, these people don't know. Like, you can't pull this on me. I am you, just a little less. It was
Can you-
hilarious.
can you speak
That was
Do you speak
Spanish?
Spanish, Jesse?
just like just a little. Not.
This is
not,
why we're alike.
I
'cause
thought you just said essay for a second.
Okay.
I realized
Okay.
that
Okay.
was
Okay.
Jesse.
I'm like, where are you from?
Hesse.
no from Dundee. Yeah, but no, that was hilarious. It's the first time in my life where
And
I
you-
was offended. Like, I could understand if it was like something else, and I'm like, well, maybe I can see it, but I'm like, no, you can't say that.
Why?
And then when they told me I wasn't, that was the greatest part. Because like, how do you? It's like, what do I do?
No,
like,
you're not.
how do I prove? Like,
Let me show you my mom. This is my mom.
this is my mother. Look
and I'm
at
gonna
her.
call her, and she's gonna come down and kick your ass. That's
Look-
probably what's gonna happen.
Look at her.
Can we get her on the phone right now?
You know what pisses her off? You. Okay. Yeah. So that was my
Did you call your
greatest
mom?
woke moment.
Did you ask her to come down and
No.
prove to them that you're Puerto Rican?
it's just funny because, when you dress a certain way, people think that they can label you as something. And if you don't look the part, it's just funny. Like, People like to throw that card out. And it's like,
Labels.
you can't throw the card out on me because I am a minority.
I am you.
So
I'm you.
I have to
Even
put
though
it.
I don't know who you are.
I can put it down on all my applications, all my college. I didn't do it.
Ik
'cause
ben
I
een
didn't want
Berliner.
assistance, but yeah, so pretty funny.
That's great.
Anyways,
I forget you're
unload.
half Puerto Rican.
I didn't know that. I learned
Yeah.
something new
Well,
about you today.
I'm actually, as my mom says, a Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, just a quarter, not a half.
Your mom's
So-
Puerto Rican.
Yes,
100
half.
She's half. Oh, she's
in order
half
for her to
Puerto
be a
Rican.
quarter.
Her dad's 100,
I see.
and then my dad's Belgian and Welsh. So I got a weird combo.
That's funky.
Yeah. And then my mom is half Puerto Rican, and I believe she's almost half and half. And
What's the other half?
What's the other half? Yeah.
She's half Puerto Rican and half and half.
no, what the hell's it? What's Denmark? What's Scandinavian, right? That's what they just call it on the
What?
DNA Me 23 and Me.
I think it's Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow,
So she's Scandinavian and Puerto Rican. Yeah.
This is
it's like
so colorful.
it's an interesting mixes. Yeah.
Did you tell them that when you're being accused of being racist? Like,
Yeah, I was like,
here's my family tree.
I was like, you know what, you sons of bitches, sit here. And I started like drawing on a paper, and I was like, that's why I'm not racist.
right there.
So how did that play out? Was there a TripAdvisor review about
No.
Did you
No, I
like
just,
comp something? Like, how did you resolve that?
I just like told them that, and they're like, no, you're not. And I'm like,
And then it was like a Will Ferrell
I
moment.
like,
Yes, I am.
well, I am, and I'm not racist. I'm busy, and you can fuck off. And they left. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I mean, they should have led with that.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's great customer service too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like all the way around, it's a
I wish
win-win
somebody-
for everyone.
I had the same thing happen in my distillery, but it was because I was a Republican. that
Oh,
I got
yeah,
attacked.
that'll do it.
Yeah, they said
I think it's worse.
they said you have
Very inflammatory.
Yeah.
you have a Second Amendment sign outside your business, and I'm like, yes, we have a gun on property, so we do have a Second Amendment sign.
Yeah.
And they're like, you have a gun? I'm like,
Yes.
yes. And there's knives on the wall.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you see where you are? And they're like, I can't believe anybody would visit this establishment. And there was like 6 people, and they like slammed the door
What-
and
what-
left. They
Jesse.
were mad.
They sound.
Did she have a Karen haircut?
Yeah,
Oh, was there a
yeah,
Karen?
I mean, actually,
Was that your
actually,
Karen
it,
moment?
it was the dude, and he was wearing a scarf.
They
And
sound awesome.
It
An
was,
ascot?
it
They
was
sound
autumn.
awesome.
Hey, scarves are great.
It was autumn.
They
and he had
sound
a
like
scarf.
really pleasant people to be around.
They were not.
Yeah.
Did they go to the wine
Just
bar
fun
afterwards?
They probably
It's
did. And Phil offended him there, and then we're like, we're never coming back to this place
Yeah,
ever.
they're definitely like, no.
It's like a tag team.
If you need somebody to, pinch hit.
I'll be like, actually, if you think this,
Actually, Phil, if you could piss these people off,
It would be just great.
if you think my business is offensive, wait till you meet my friend. Hey, Phil.
here, get him on the phone. You're wearing a scarf in autumn.
In autumn.
You know, there's something
You
to
know,
be said for
here in these parts, we call it fall.
Yeah, it's autumn. I always think autumn's before fall.
I always think autumn is a
that.
lady.
Wait. What did
Why
you
would
just
you
say?
think autumn
I
is
always-
before fall,
Because
Jesse?
it feels like autumn is
Because
more
summer
before
comes before
fall.
spring.
Yeah, so it's like there's like spring, summer, autumn, fall, re-summer, because that's like for some reason after between fall and winter we get like the
Yes,
sun,
Yeah, Jesse has
and
6
then there's
seasons.
winter again.
Yeah, how many seasons do you have,
I
Jesse?
think he's going with 5 or 6 right now.
It's oolong tea. I don't know. I feel like I'm in touch with the nature.
To everything turn.
So we did.
I feel like
we did get
Pocahontas.
to go to Vermont for fall foliage.
I bet that
That
was,
was really
so
nice.
pretty.
Did you go to
Oh.
Burlington?
Went to Burlington and
Burlington's
then went
fun.
up to.
Did you get a coat?
Burlington goes, stop
That's
it.
it. Get out.
No, I bought boots, but not from Burlington.
I got that joke, which is good.
Yeah.
That's,
she laughed.
It's been a while.
It's saying
Yeah.
that.
I'm glad we connected on that
I
one.
connected.
Did you go down Church Street?
We went down Church
Did you
Street.
get drunk on Church Street?
Well, it's kind of COVID times. There's not a lot of.
No,
There
that's
wasn't a
no
lot of
fun.
stuff.
There's not a
open.
lot of drunkenness.
There's not a lot of drunkenness.
Uh,
Apparently, you have to watch the drunkenness one.
Church
Well,
Street's like
it's
a
the
shit
state
show.
of Bernie.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we did go up to on some mountain to hike, and I can't remember the name of the mountain.
Okay.
But it was a horrible hike.
Oh.
Was
I
it
thought I was gonna
Montpelier?
die.
Were you wearing your heels? Is that why?
You're right. So Chet hiked. He's like, yeah, it'll be fun. There's a little lake up at the top. We'll just hike up. And he didn't say that it was going to be like a 90-degree angle with all cliff rock. And I watched 2 women fall and slide down the mountain. And I'm like, sounds great.
That sounds awesome.
It was-
That's a
And,
Phil
and
thing.
it, honestly, it would have been sorry. I'm
Yeah.
hitting your microphone because I can't touch mine, so I'm just gonna hit yours. I should have known when we pulled up and there were people like practicing like cliff climbing on the side of the road. And I'm like,
what are you
this
getting
is great.
into?
Did you survive?
yeah, I did. It was-
Wow.
so when
Yeah,
we got
no,
to the top,
she's not
it was
here.
a ski resort. Yeah, right. And I didn't survive.
I mean, I don't know. Did you turn around?
This is the ghost of Rose.
This is me in the afterlife. You would have loved me when I was around. It would have been great. So, yes, the top was a ski resort. That's how high we climbed.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it was definitely painful.
You should have just taken the lift.
I'm sure there was a lift.
I'm going to the
He
left.
made another one. See, laugh.
He's good.
It's
So,
good. He's
he's
good.
good.
I
when
laughed at that one.
when Mary and I go hiking, since she's a nurse, she's always talking about, it's if something happens, I have to like, I don't know what the thing is, but she's got to help them.
Superhero.
I don't know.
Right,
She's-
yeah.
She's a real
Whatever it
superhero.
is, whatever it's called.
Recitate?
I don't know.
Resuscitate.
No,
Resuscitate?
she just has to assist, I guess. I don't know what it is since she's an RN, but who knows? So we're going up this hill, and there's this lady on her way down, and she's making noises, and she's not in shape. And I was
That
like,
was probably me.
and
You probably passed me in the trail.
and Mary's out of breath, and I go, hey, Superwoman, you gonna save her? And she goes, I'm not looking. She refused because this lady, I mean, she just looked like no, it was
probably
not
me.
good.
It's probably the
It
day
was,
I was gonna die.
It was not
It's
good
like,
at all.
don't look.
So, and I always pick
You
on
hear
her,
that,
too.
Mary? Everybody knows now.
Yeah. You-
Taking her hiking with me. So when
It's like-
I pass out, she can
there'll be
resuscitate me.
there'll be a car accident. She'll be like, "Well, I have to stop. It's my job." And I'm like, "We're not fucking stopping. Like, we're going. They're not in an accident. They dinged a deer. We're not stopping." Okay, the superhero. Is the door locked upstairs?
Absolutely not.
I really hope not.
I
'cause
think somebody
I
just
have
walked
some
in.
noises going on up there, so it's good.
Hopefully, Charlie.
It probably is Charlie. And if he comes down here, it's not going to be good. We'll have to cut the show.
Calvin.
No, Kelvin.
Then we will have to cut the show.
When my
Who's Calvin?
I
my,
don't
my
know.
cousin,
It's his cousin.
when my
Oh.
cousin comes on, he is not good. He's not a
He sits down and says the most offensive thing that comes to mind at the moment.
yeah, and he can say it because who he is.
Because he's quarter.
No,
No.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican.
no, he's not.
No.
But
Is he not Puerto Rican?
he can say it because who he is, and but he can't. We can't have it said on the
I
show.
would like to
so.
meet Calvin.
Yeah, me too. Suddenly we're interested.
Yeah.
Sometime off the show.
Yeah.
No, we should be on the show. With your mom.
No. We can't go live.
He can never come on the
We
show.
can't go
again.
live.
Yeah,
No, he's
Sounds-
banned.
Sounds like my brother.
He's got a lifetime ban.
yeah,
Lifetime ban.
yeah. This is
Who's Calvin?
that's
That's
my
his truck. That's not Calvin.
yeah. There he
Wait.
is. That's my cousin Kelvin.
Calvin. Wait a minute, Calvin.
Yeah,
Where does he work?
he works at Finger Lakes Properties, or he's like the manager of the.
I know Calvin.
Yeah, that's my cousin
That's your
Kelvin.
cousin?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Now you know Calvin.
That's Kelvin.
I
He's
don't
never
know
been
Calvin.
offensive.
Oh,
okay, Rose.
he was offensive on the air. We were like, turn it off, Bill. Turn it off.
He's always been very.
He was in this room for like 10 seconds. We're like, all right, well, that's all for tonight.
That was bad news.
I haven't seen him in a very long time, but
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys were. Now this makes sense.
My
Oh, it's
my-
like clicking.
my family's
Close.
all different sorts. We're like everywhere. We're like a melting pot of people.
I see that.
Yeah.
So I have 9 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a melting pot.
9
Wow.
brothers and sisters.
That's a lot of you.
And you're the second to the youngest.
No, I am
Oh.
somewhere in the middle.
You're in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
Which,
What?
So I have 3 older sisters and an older brother.
okay.
Right.
See, okay.
So
4.
that's 4. So I'm 5, and then I have 4 younger sisters and a younger brother.
So you're,
So
Wow.
Dude, you're in the middle.
yeah,
That's
no,
gotta been
right
rough.
in the middle. Oh, it was great. They all got in trouble. I never got in trouble growing up
Really?
because they were older and they were.
Did they just forget you were there?
No, I think
Just
I
get
was
left
I
in the
was
store.
No, I purposely hung back. Like I was like, yeah, you guys go try it first, and if you don't
Mm.
die,
Rose
then I'll do it.
observed. She observed.
And then I had the younger ones that were dumb enough to also do it, so I just got to kind of chill.
Nice.
It was cool.
Smart.
Big family
Yeah,
though.
go ahead.
Smart.
Go try that.
Yeah, yeah. see if that works
Yeah.
out for you. And
I think being the middle child.
I think it's
was
a great
perfect.
idea.
I think I was the oldest. So the
You are.
oldest, I was allowed to do, I think, more shit than the rest. But until my sister ruined it for my little brother.
Mm.
So like I was like pretty good. I didn't get in much trouble other than drinking all the time.
So you know what they say, Jesse?
But then my sister really messed it up. So Jared
So,
got
like,
screwed.
Like
Yeah.
in the order ranking of children, when you have 2 or 3 children, the second and third child spend most of their time with the oldest. So if they're kind of fucked up, it's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just saying. The first spends a lot of time with their
well,
parents, so you get to blame it on the oldest child.
It could be me.
Yeah.
I mean, Phil,
Phil, where are you?
How have you turned out since you've hung out with me?
Right.
Fucked up.
Right.
Marianne?
He called me Friday, and this name Jesse came up on my phone. I'm like, who the fuck is Jesse?
That's great. You guys are so close. I love it. Such a tight knit.
So then I'm thinking it's a woman. So I'm like, hello. And she's like, hey, Marianne. I'm like, this is a very manly voice for a female. And I realized who it was. I'm like, oh, hey.
It's been 4 days since we talked.
She made it really weird. Next time I'm going to make it really weird. I'm going to be like, so what are you wearing?
It's gonna freak me
I don't
out.
think that's gonna get weird. I think she's gonna answer, and she's just gonna be like,
I'm scared. Yeah, she's pretty quick.
khakis.
She's pretty quick.
I'm just
It
gonna
would be
put an
scary.
emoji next to your name. I'll figure it out what emoji. It's probably like be a monkey or something,
There you go. That works. Monkey.
or I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to find something.
A black cat. Yeah.
Yes, black cat.
There you
That's
go.
How
what
about
it
just
is.
a picture of him?
I can
You
do
had
that.
a picture.
I guess I could
that
do
helps.
that.
Kevin will be jealous if she has a picture of me.
Well, it has. Not
I'm like one of those discount male models.
Kevin, I can tell you, Kevin's never jealous of you at all, or worried about you at all.
Yeah.
He should be.
Yeah. No.
Phil, they live here now. This is their place.
Do you want to go upstairs and check it out?
I'll go.
Basically.
I'll go. I guess since
You're the
it's my
owner.
business.
I mean, I'll
Sorry,
I'll-
Jesse. I
I'll
should have
go.
locked the. I just was in a hurry.
Well, you were pissed.
Jesse-
Was in a hurry to come back in.
I think they're waiting for like.
Maybe it's
Service.
Bill Belichick coming to recruit me.
We're gonna need you, son.
Hello.
We're gonna need you tonight.
See if he gets like tackled or anything. We should be worried. Or
This is like a regular thing.
Is it really?
Like every week.
Well, there was one time
We
I went
hear
upstairs by
something.
myself, and I'm like thinking, if somebody's up here, like the guys just let me go up by myself. I'm like,
you go
assholes.
check this out, Marianne.
We
Scream,
like, we-
scream if you're in
so
trouble.
pissed about that.
we go up and clear the place like it's a freaking like SWAT raid.
So are people just waiting for someone to come and greet them?
Clear.
Jesus. That's all I have to say.
I don't hear him.
So, can we? A lot of people have been asking. Like, you're a really interesting person.
Me?
Yeah,
Why?
and you're involved in a lot of interesting things
Okay.
that all seem kind of secretive.
Are they secretive?
Just not really like intentionally secretive, but that just people don't know about.
Okay, so like.
Can we
what-
talk about your places?
My places.
Your
Can we talk
houses?
about the Beauty and the Beast?
Okay, so we can talk about the Beast. I kind of told you a little bit about that one. Bought him on an auction on Huboost or something like that.
I don't know.
Huh.
It's like a Zillow site, but you can just.
Did
buy
you
it.
like go tour it first?
No,
You couldn't even
no,
tour it, and you're
I
like,
was
yeah, no, we're in.
No, I was on quarantine and I was really bored one day, and we were in LA, and we were both working remotely, and I was just chilling in my room, and I was browsing stuff, and I was like, oh, that house looks really cool, and so I put in a bid, and I didn't think they were going to take it
Oh no.
for
Wow.
like 30 grand. I mean,
Wow.
my car cost more than that, and so I was like, no way. And then like the next day, they sent me an email, and they're like, okay, it's yours. Give us another 2,000. Sign right here.
Wow.
So I was like,
Crazy.
okay, yeah. So went there and then had to wait months because of COVID. Everything was shut down. Like there was something about checking like any liens on the property, and they just could not get that information because there was nobody in office. And so that took a while. And then we finally got out here, and we walked the property, and it needs a lot of work. So,
yeah.
we spent.
Yeah.
So we've
Yeah.
demoed what we're calling the in-law quarters, which
Uh-huh.
is like the so the house was built in 1860, and it was built by a doctor, and so he has like an office on one side of the house, but it's been gutted so many times, and it's funny because we have like people come over and give us
Oh, boy.
estimates on work, and they're like, "Oh, I used to live here,"
And
or
it's like what, like 7 bathrooms?
it,
7?
well, it's listed as 5 bedrooms, and I think there's 4 bathrooms. But I did tell Marianne a little bit about the creepy attic.
Yeah.
So this thing has been gutted so many times, and so we're doing this tour, and as we're going to get into the property, I'm standing out in front with my son, and some guy comes up to me, and he was just like, "Hey, how's it going?" You know, and I was like, "Yeah, we're just gonna tour the property." He's like, "Yeah, I put in a bid on this, but somebody beat me," and I was like, "Ooh, that's me." At that point, the conversation becomes really awkward because, like, I guess this individual bid on the property, and I beat him on an auction because they said give us another $2,000 and it's yours, and so I guess that was it.
That was it.
That was the winning $2,000.
Oh my god.
And so then I felt bad because I was like, oh, that's sucks, but we did the tour. And as we were getting ready to go in, he's like, hey, you got to check out like the weird hidden closet in the upstairs hallway. And I was like, all right, we'll do that. And so we get up there, and the house is just, it's not in great condition at all. It's been kind of reworked, unworked, whatever. And we get up there, and there's this little door with this tiny little stairwell that goes up to the attic. And the attic is the only completely refinished room in the house. And it looks like a daycare center. Like
I really want to see that.
Yeah, there's like handprints on the wall. And so my son is like recording this because he thinks this is super funny. And he's like 19, so he gets humor and everything. And so we'll be right there.
It's the
Who
ghost.
is it?
It's the ghost.
I don't know. It's locked now.
He came to visit from the beast.
Right. So we get up there, and my son's recording it. And then in the middle of his recording, he's just like, Mom, I really want to know who lived here between 2003 and 2006. And I was like, what? And so all these little handprints are on the wall, and it has like 03, 04, 05, 06 all over.
Oh my God.
Like there must be at least 20 sets of handprints.
You think it was a band of
I don't know.
hobos?
So as
hobos.
hobos,
The children?
a population
Did you see
of
what Sean
hobos.
said
Did you
about
say
me?
hobos?
Yeah.
What's the difference between a hobo and
That's amazing, Sean.
Hobo?
What? A hobo?
Yeah, why hobos? No, I think someone was using it as like a daycare facility or something. I don't know. But the weird part is the whole house is just in ruins, and that's like the only drywalled and painted and finished section of the house. And as we're leaving, we're walking down the stairs, and I turned to Chet and I'm like, "Why is there a lock on the outside of that door?"
That's the
It's
weird.
so
That's
creepy.
the weird thing.
There's a padlock,
right?
and I'm like, "Why?"
Son
That's kind of weird.
A bitch.
Right.
Was
Is it flat?
Was the lock?
They grabbed 3 orange juices.
I know. I saw that. I thought
No, I'll go grab another.
I didn't get one to fill.
That's why I only used half of it, because I saw you didn't have.
I gave everyone one, and I'm like,
That's
I forgot
awesome.
myself. Let's try this again.
So yeah,
It's good.
it needs a lot of work, and then the carriage house, it needs to be completely rebuilt,
Yeah.
and it's all historical, so we got to like get it approved and stuff. But it's cool.
Mm.
So we'll probably spend this next year or two just demoing the whole inside. We're taking everything down to studs.
Yeah.
And then we have a property that we purchased out in Dresden, and so that's a 3-apartment property.
Well, can we just, before we move on, so what do you have like a grand plan of what you're going to do with that house?
We're trying to restore it to its original.
So like a single family,
Yeah.
like a massive single family house.
That's gonna be.
We just don't know what the
intense.
original floor plan was like, because at this point,
Hmm.
when we take it down to studs, you can kind of guess,
Right.
because of
Yeah.
some of like the original, but it's just been rebuilt over so many times. It's tough.
Have you been over to the Yates County History Center?
No.
Oh, that's where.
I bet
it open?
I bet they've got
Oh,
information
the
on
historical
that.
center?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Oliver House.
yeah.
Yeah.
They gave me a packet with all of the old homes, but that one's just been bought.
Sponsored by Andre.
and rebuilt. So
Thanks, Andre.
Cropped up into apartments so many times, it's really hard to figure out what it originally looked like. So
Andre, I
It'd
can
be really
see.
cool to see.
I guess I'll let everyone pour their own. I don't know.
Andre was one of the answers for the questions
So
a couple weeks ago.
Andre is that's got to be some of the best cheap wine in the world. So.
I'm
Champagne.
just gonna leave it on that.
that was awesome.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
And Jesse's out. That was like a mic drop. That's got to be some of the best cheap.
I think it costs $6 a bottle or something.
All right, let's try this out.
Brut.
I'm doing mine in this one, Marianne. You're gonna, or you're just gonna pour it right into your tea.
I'm just gonna pour them right in my tea.
Yeah,
Why
I
not?
still have coffee. It's gonna be
I
weird.
finished all mine.
One of my favorite things to do is after the episodes is to go back and see what Sean says.
The thing
That
is,
shit is
Yeah, that's
hilarious.
the
true.
thing is, for the people that are just listening to this and that they aren't, or people who watch this after the fact, we just start laughing and we sound like crazy people because they've got no idea that we're laughing because Sean is just like bagging on you.
Yeah. I
Jesse
I love-
can't count past 3. Numbers are hard.
I love the roast, but I can't believe he lets you get away with some of the shit.
Oh, I know.
He doesn't. He just goes for me. I know he's got a thing for me,
Yeah.
but
I think.
I mean,
I
that's
think
could
you're
be
just.
true.
I,
Again.
I'm his type.
Again,
Maybe he just.
I'm
maybe he
Sean's
just feels like he's got to bring you down to our level.
Maybe.
or
It could be.
or our theory could
No,
be true.
I
We could
love-
get a lot
I
of
love
free
Sean.
drinks.
He's
Sean's
We could get
awesome.
them.
I love
Sean's
free
funny
drinks.
as hell,
Yeah,
man.
we could get free
When
drinks.
sometimes I'll be reading, I'll show Mary. Mary's like, "Dude, that guy hates you." I'm like, if he does, that's amazing because he's funny as shit.
Sean, let us know when you want to come on the show.
Is Sean your friend?
Yeah.
Okay, but he
Yeah.
doesn't like Jesse.
I think he likes Jesse.
We think, but we're if he doesn't, it's still awesome.
Another friend of Phil's.
His burns are amazing.
He's good at
Yeah.
yes. Well, he was in the Marines.
Yeah, so he's a professional.
I think that's part of basic training.
Yeah, you got to be able to talk shit, or you're not going to survive the Marines. Yeah, that's crazy. So we were talking about that house. I missed it. Why? Is that the house you live in?
No, it's just a random house we bought that's really old.
Oh, so
it's this giant house down
It's right
here
on
on Main
Church
Street.
in Maine.
Yeah.
It's the old creepy one. That needs like
Oh.
a ton of work.
That was I asked you about that a couple times.
oh yeah, you were going to turn it into some sketchy.
Hobo place?
Oh no, that was the church.
The-
That you want to turn into a
Into a bar.
sketchy Bloody Mary bar.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be cool.
How cool would it be
That
to
was
have
really
a Bloody
cool.
Mary bar in a church?
I think that'd be great.
Super
I think that'd be
cool.
great.
A little twisted, but super cool. I'd
No.
go there.
I would love it.
I don't know what your.
It was in the middle of
clientele would look
nowhere,
like,
though.
But
The
It was in the
church.
middle of nowhere.
I
Yeah, it
looked
was
at
sketchy.
that one.
Really?
It was it's in one of the little surrounding towns.
Yeah,
right?
it's got like a
And
completely
it has like
rotted
a weird
foundation.
kitchen and like some like food prep area in the
Uh-huh.
back. Yeah, I
Yeah.
looking at that one.
Yeah.
That would have been a really
It
cool
was weird.
place.
No,
Not as cool as the Beast.
it was weird. The beast is going to be awesome.
The beast is gonna be
I just want the birds
And
to
then
start
are you-
shitting on it.
Are you going to live in it?
So we bought what we call the Bell because Beauty and the Beast.
Uh huh.
Well,
Yeah.
he's that the house is only called the Beast because Chet swears it's gonna like kill him.
It might.
Probably.
It probably if I don't, then it might. So
That's a lot of money to throw in.
So FBI, when you're watching this, or whoever, police detectives.
So we ended up buying the oldest house in Penguin with its original floor plan, which is we call the Bell, and that one's right down. It's across from that weird dome place on Main Street. There's like this dome building.
The church.
That
that a
church.
church?
That's
Yeah.
a church.
Your
Like
house.
Scientology, or is it like
No,
a
no, no,
church
no, no.
church?
There's no Scientology here.
It's like Methodist or
Oh,
something.
Methodist, okay.
You know,
yeah. So
mine's
mine's
a little bit
mine's
different
right
than
by that
Scientology.
one-way
Yeah.
thing.
But I resurfaced that dome.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love your house because
You
it
did?
reminds me so much of New England.
Mhm.
That house
And
is
she-
just so pretty.
And the lady that lived there before did mostly like the English garden in the back, so it's super cute in the summer. You can't see it now because there's like 2 feet of snow,
Right.
which is really funny when you have little dogs and you have to take them outside to use the restroom in the snow.
Huh.
So Zoe, the little one, like she can't get through it.
You got to shovel a spot in the
Well,
yard
at
for the
first I
dogs.
wasn't shoveling because I was like, you guys are dogs.
Right.
Like,
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're small dogs.
and so I took her out for a walk one day, and then when I was walking back, I saw nothing but like just belly trail, which means she's just plowing the snow because she's so fat.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
They'll just burrow.
and so
Burrow.
now we have to like clear little
Burrow.
spots and stuff.
It's dogs and snow are so fun, especially. I mean, I imagine Hawkeye has a blast in it, or does he get cold?
He likes it.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
likes it.
And then having a husky. I mean, she's of course.
In it.
So
just-
like,
mine
sleeps
love
in
it.
it.
They
That's
don't
her
like the
life.
rain at
So-
all.
No?
No.
No. I don't like
Oh.
rain either. I don't like snow or rain. I like sun.
So
And
did
you
that
would love
church, though?
California? 'Cause there's no snow and there's no
I think it
rain.
did.
I know.
There's fires and there's sun.
I keep
and there's a
telling
lot of
Kevin
that.
I'm living in the wrong area because when I look at the weather, it's supposed to be like 7 degrees this week or something
Yeah.
like that. Next weekend.
But you know what? It's so boring the weather in California. Though. I mean, I know everybody loves California, but it's literally the same all year long. And you
take
can
that.
pretend dress up for fall. I mean, autumn, fall, which into your case, neither comes first.
Autumn does.
Autumn comes
Autumn
first.
comes
No,
first.
he can be in California. It won't really matter because
Yeah.
there's no
No,
extreme fall. It's
it
just
goes
kinda, like,
autumn,
pleasant.
fall,
No.
summer, winter.
Do you
That's
have,
how it goes in New
do
York.
you have
It's like-
scarves?
Yeah, I used to wear them all the time.
You should
I
wear a
used to,
scarf.
but
Can't wear
then-
a scarf.
But then I was like, man, I look really suspect.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I thought you were
I
going to say
knew.
like sexy, and he went
Yeah.
with suspect.
Could have swore the first time I saw you that you had scarves.
yeah, I probably do.
No, not for nothing. When I first met Jesse, you looked like you cleaned up, man. You looked really good. And now I see this.
Well, that's probably because you guys gave him so much crap about his haircut 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago. He just stopped caring.
Oh yeah, his hair was awful.
like you guys were.
God,
It looks like
awful.
it's
You
coming.
guys were
That's
gross.
growing back.
You're growing back really
Of
fast.
Of course, he's got, you know, that-
No,
yeah, yeah,
you have
yeah.
your hair grows like a chia pet, my friend.
Sure.
He just.
Chia.
Are you wearing the hat because you're feeling insecure? I don't want to make you feel that way, Jesse.
No,
Oh, now you're
I always-
sensitive to people's
it's a-
haircuts. Phil.
It's a football hat.
Suddenly, Phil has
As long
a
as it's not-
sensitivity to not
yeah.
offending people
I'm just
on
glad.
their hair.
I'm just
Super
glad that you
Bowl.
don't have a bowl cut.
It's Super Bowl.
No, I'm really glad that your hair's growing back though.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
it was your thing.
I try. Mary likes it short.
3 weeks you're gonna look like the logo again.
You know, and they say, you know, when you get a haircut, it's like you're giving your significant other something a little different. So You know,
Is that what they say?
it's like
Who
it's
says
like,
that?
Who says that?
it's like a stranger in the bedroom, you
Dude.
know? It's,
I don't
like,
think-
it's pretty
Do
interesting.
you do we need a stranger in the bedroom?
I don't think they were talking. Never.
Wait, are we changing things? Just do dress up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't dress up, so it's like you
I
get
think, I think you would, bud.
if you
I think
if
you
you
would.
get a different haircut, it's like someone new, right? I mean,
Whatever keeps you happy, Jesse.
the spice of changes the spice of life, right? Isn't that what they say? I don't know, some shit like that. I don't know what it is.
So basically, wigs and socks, Christmas gifts forever for Jesse.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Wigs and socks.
So you're saying
Whatever.
that? Are you saying that Mary got sick of you? So you, babe, it's still me. Just don't get confused.
Tell us more.
Are you okay, Phil? You good over there?
I don't know.
I want to know other relationship advice, Jesse. What
Yeah.
other stuff?
Can you give us like
A
3
haircut.
more?
Relationships. I don't have very good relationship
Some
advice.
axioms
I
of
think you
dating.
do.
Well, he does.
It's
So
just,
basically, if you feed him,
Yeah.
you water him,
Yeah,
and you let him
right.
cut his hair every now
Don't
and
give
then,
him
he's
water
on.
after
Good for you, Mary.
dark, after 9
Yeah.
o'clock.
If they have crazy eyes, they're crazy. Just tell you.
Wait, what do crazy eyes look
Oh,
like? That?
that's a good point.
No, the sexy eyes, right?
No, they're like
Are those-
okay.
What?
So-
Can you do the sexy eyes to the
Wait,
camera?
hold on, wait till it zooms in.
Let me tell you,
Very
there's
sexy.
something I've noticed, and
Please tell us.
in my younger years, I liked crazy because I like
Jesse,
crazy.
He's
you're
only
young.
28,
You're only
by
like
the way.
28 years old.
29
Oh,
and still fine.
Okay.
Okay. And
Oh.
then there we go. Okay. Anyways, so you start looking when you look at a girl and she like you look in her eyes and you're like, oh no, nope, don't
Does that
do
happen? Crazy eyes?
it. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Don't just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't make eye contact.
Just don't do it. Every man knows what I'm talking about. Put that camera on my face, Phil. Put it on my face.
I don't
Oh,
know
no.
what this
Okay.
is. Wait, you gotta move the hat, bro.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Was that the crazy eye right there?
No,
He
Oh.
did this.
just
Like,
don't do it. I'm telling every man out there right now, don't do it. Okay.
Do you guys have crazy eyes?
No, it's usually see,
like 1%.
yeah. I don't think guys. So-
Maybe women aren't walking around looking for crazy eyes.
I don't know
Maybe
what
that's
crazy
the
eyes look
issue.
No,
like.
here's
'Cause I
the
don't know what
problem:
crazy eyes
is
look like.
women are dating guys that don't have a job or a vehicle or their own house, and then they're like, "Man, I thought he's a great guy." And I'm like, "What the hell? What part of that made you think he was great?" Like, I don't understand. Is that not true, Phil? Like, do you not see that? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Marianne, he's still 28 though.
You're blind to it.
29.
29.
She
We're not
is
29.
You're blind to it.
You're blind to it.
How am I
You
blind
can't
to
see.
it?
You got the. You see.
You got Kevin, so you're
Blinders.
good
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, those are blinders on.
But-
Yeah.
So younger girls like to date guys that don't have money, and
When did that start happening?
don't
That's stupid.
don't
Yeah, like,
don't have
who
jobs.
made this rule up? Because I didn't know that was a thing.
Wait a minute.
because they're cool, right?
Really?
I guess I don't know,
I mean, that makes sense if you are a younger girl who already has money and is strongly independent. Like,
right?
that's cool.
I don't know.
They're not
Okay,
looking
well,
for somebody to marry.
If right now, what's the sense of getting married? Honestly,
Facts.
because back in
think you get,
back
like, a
in the
tax
day,
break.
people used to get married because you need to get laid, and you had to marry someone to get
Mhm.
laid.
Is that true?
I'm
False.
pretty sure.
How far
False.
back in the
I
day,
don't
though?
I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure. I'm
How
Are
pretty
you
far
saying
back?
like 1700s? Like what are you talking
Like yeah,
about?
like I'm talking like early 1900s. Now all you do is you get on your phone, you're like,
No, I don't think.
Swipe,
I don't
swipe,
think they were
swipe
doing
down.
that.
And then you're
for
like,
that reason
"Schwip,"
then either.
and then you send them a text, and they're like, "Hey,
Property.
you look cute.
Property.
You want to bang?
So new-
Sure, done."
Yeah, new rule. Jesse's not in charge of cultural history.
Health insurance. That's right, honey. That's why you get married.
Yeah. So here's why people get married is when you get married, you have a whole different set of rights. That's why gay people fought for marriage, was because when you're married, you have rights that single people don't.
It's true.
It's
That's
true.
why I think it's bullshit.
And
Anyone has to
that's
fight.
why I don't think
But if you kind of look at,
I
it
don't
from
think
a
the
different
government should be involved in
perspective, yeah,
marriage.
I would agree, and from a different perspective, I don't really think some could agree that they're not. It's not as beneficial.
Yeah, no, but it's
So I have-
different.
I have a
It
good
creates
friend of
two
mine
different sets of people.
that is with someone that he's been with for a long time, and him and her have been together for 14 years, and he refuses to get married, just domestic partnership.
Mhm.
He doesn't want the things that come with that kind of contract that you get into when you're in marriage.
It's a contract.
Was it by religion in the beginning, or was it?
So it was more.
by
It was more of
government?
a. In the beginning, it was more of a property.
It was property.
concept.
Property.
It was real
Oh.
estate.
So
Nice.
it's a
so to speak.
transaction.
It's a transaction.
It's a transaction.
Nice.
But the thing is, so we don't need to.
That's my girlfriend. Like, keep talking about marriage. and
You
see what
don't
happens.
need government to give you permission for love or to have a relationship or to be married. It's the law now, right? You have to have a license to do, which is kind of nonsense because, everybody's like, oh, well, what happens if you're going to break up, you're going to get divorced? Well, what do unmarried people do now? Like, it's the same thing.
Break up.
Right? So if you break up and you're not married and you've got kids, you're still going to have to figure out custody. You're still going to have to figure out shared property.
Right.
You're
I
still going to have to
think-
do many of the same things
Transactions.
that people
I
are,
agree.
ending a marriage do.
I think the best, I know prenup always gets a bad, like, what do you do in prenup? I think a prenup is not a bad idea because you're coming to some conclusions like, look, if this doesn't work out, let's come to decisions of how we're going to divide things up while we're still in good places, because it's not easy dividing things up when you're pissed off at each other. Let me tell you that.
That is super true. But
I support
also,
that.
I also think that, and so it's interesting. When I went through my divorce in California, they make you go through a co-parenting or a divorcee class. They should make you take that before.
They should.
Yeah.
Like, why do
They
it at
should.
the end? I'm like, ooh, this could have been good information.
Helpful.
Or they should just like recommend it before.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
agree. Knowledge is power.
Like that should just be something that is recommended to people. Oh, hey, you're having kids? You should think about taking this co-parenting course.
Yeah, absolutely.
I talk to my boys all the time about deciding to be parents.
Mary should
Nothing's
recommend
wrong
that.
If they don't want.
Yeah,
to.
sure. Yeah. I think you should be able to. You have to pass a test to be married. is what I think.
I think you should.
I think it should be an IQ test first off.
I mean, you have
if
to
you're
pass
too
a
dumb to have
test
kids, you probably shouldn't have
drive.
kids.
You have to. You have
no,
to pass
come
a
on.
test.
Stop that.
You have to pass the test because half these
Stop
people get married after 3 months and they don't even know the other person's middle name. It's crazy. I've seen this stuff in action.
What are you talking
Jesse,
about?
who are you hanging
Yeah.
out with?
I've just.
Because you
I've
guys-
seen it.
I know we get.
Everyone's wanted to go
some crazy
to Vegas
stories.
and get married
Crazy
once.
eyes.
And,
I've known you for like 6 months and I just learned your last name.
That's really funny. So he called me this morning. He's like, I realized, Rose, I don't even know what your last.
Do you know
name is."
why?
I was like,
Rose, do you know why?
'Cause it's in-
Because when I met you
oh boy.
and when we traded phone numbers so that we could get in contact,
Mhm.
you put your name in my phone as Rose, the better cook.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Like, how else was I going to do that?
Shit.
Yeah, or your last name.
I mean, it was that or person. I went with cook.
The better cook?
Is that her last name?
You really think you're a better cook?
The
yeah,
better
I
cook.
actually, no, I don't think so. I
How do
know
you make a
so.
steak?
You
Here
want me
we
to walk
go.
you through it?
Love the
There
smack
we
talk.
go.
Is
Salt and
this the
pepper.
cue? Well, this is
On a
kind of
grill.
relaxed.
Like, there's not much you have to do to a steak if it's a good steak. Like, I mean, I don't know if Jesse's going to agree, but if
So
you have
here-
to dress it up a lot. You're
Here's
using the
here's
wrong
the
kind
thing: is Phil has this the scientifically best way is the way he does it, and it is scientifically.
So
the
one
best
item
way.
doesn't make you a better cook, Phil.
Boom.
Mm.
What do you want? Like, pick any food item.
We should just.
Or you're gonna have a souffle off?
I have a kitchen.
We should just cook.
We're gonna
Yeah,
record it
good
upstairs
point.
next week.
Yeah, let's do a cook-off, and then you guys can be the judges. We'll do like our own little. He can make a steak.
Yeah.
And I'll make something really good.
I think we should do that. Sean, to clarify that, both Rose and I have gone through a divorce.
Not with each other.
Not with each other.
Just secondary.
Phil
clarification.
avoided engagement or marriage, and Jesse still
I've never had
But
a
isn't Phil still avoiding
relationship
marriage?
problems.
he is still avoiding marriage.
I dodged.
He
I
dodged.
dodged.
He dodged it.
Probably a few
My
times.
girlfriend hit the lottery when she got me. She really did. Like pow. Like
Really?
solid. Yeah.
Where's Mary? Can we have Mary on the show?
Mary should be on the show.
I want to,
You
but
need another
Jesse won't.
microphone.
Jesse won't let her.
Why?
Well, how about we have this say Jesse?
I don't. She's
I've
a
got
love-
another microphone.
She's a free person to do whatever she wants to do.
That's
she
right.
She does not want to be on the show.
That's
trust
right.
me. She's too.
Guilty by
she's
association?
like concerned about. I don't know.
She's afraid she'll offend you.
No, I don't know. She's not a spotlight person, so our relationship's perfect because I like the spotlight
Really?
and she doesn't.
I
So-
think
I never
it's-
got that from you.
I think
at
it's
all.
important to have the yin and the yang. Like some person like Jesse, so like it's all about me, and Mary's like it's all about Jesse.
It's all about-
I think it's important.
Is that a yin and a yang?
It's a yin and the yang.
Basically.
She says I'm the girl in the relationship. She always says it all the
I
time.
could totally see
I'm
that.
the girl in the relationship.
Well, we know that.
And not with weird
No,
things going
well,
on.
I mean,
not that
family
kind of
show,
girl.
So no judgment.
So what would you?
Not in the weird strap-on way, but the girl.
Uh-oh,
Mary's
Mary's
face.
Why are we talking about strap-ons?
Because I said I was the girl in the relationship.
Stop it. Okay, stop.
You get
Well, he's got to paint the picture
Stop.
for you.
high
High maintenance.
There
Thank
go.
you, Mary.
Yes,
He is high maintenance.
Yeah.
Just not
Yeah.
today with clothes.
Yeah, like every time she's gonna buy me something, like she's
What shoes are you wearing?
these are Timberland, and then these are
Very
American
naughty
Eagle.
clothes.
What do you mean?
I just remember there were days you dressed up and it was nice. You looked nice.
No, he dressed up last time and you made fun of him.
Yeah,
like
thanks,
Jane.
Rose.
Did we?
Yeah.
Wait, what time was
I
that?
imagine you
Okay,
did.
I was doing it too. We were calling him K-Fed at the bar.
We did.
Yeah.
We were calling him
You
K-Fed
guys
all
were-
night.
I was
long.
not part of that.
Yes, you were.
I did not call you
You guys
K-Fed
were-
because I'm not
No.
entirely
Sorry.
sure who that is.
You know, he's right. Phil was right. He was busy making fun of Chad
No.
while we were making fun
No,
of
Phil made fun of me too. He said I looked like G.I. Jane because I had an earring in and my hair was
Yeah,
short.
that was the same
And
night.
yeah, and then you guys were all calling me K-Fed and he's calling me G.I.
Well,
Jane.
we were telling you next time you have to do the bedazzled Jane thing,
Yeah.
and then you were like,
Oh.
I'm putting the hat back on.
I can't be myself around you people.
You can
No.
We want more of you.
if you're brave enough.
All you guys do is just pick on me, and I'm sad.
Yeah.
We picked on Phil for the majority of this topic, actually.
I've never been sad. I thrive
You've never been sad.
off people picking on me. I think
Oh,
it's
that.
so much fun. Like, and
Yeah.
coming back to football and sports, if you were ever with a group of men, the Marines, like Sean was, it's like that's how you bond. You all just
Hey, Jesse.
If
shit
you're
talk each
not
other.
making fun of each other, it
I've-
feels like maybe you don't like each
You're
other.
being left
So
out.
I have,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a degree in psychology, and we should probably talk about that a little bit more.
So don't I. I have a psychology degree as well.
He likes being picked
I
on.
thought it was criminal
all the time.
justice.
I do.
Mine
He
has
too.
a minor-
I have criminal justice too.
Like-
Oh.
I have
Double
criminal
double.
justice and psychology.
Me too.
You pretty much have to take the same classes. So
Yeah,
it's
which is
pretty.
exactly.
Yeah,
makes
you're
it
just like
easier.
yeah,
It's
you
easier
just
to double major.
just kind of do it. It's
They
easy.
like overlap on
Yeah.
credits, so you're like, I can do this one in half the time and end up with 2 degrees.
Yeah.
If you
It's
choose them
seriously
wisely.
So
easy.
you were a double major in psychology and criminal justice.
Yeah,
I didn't
but
know that.
It just an associate's in both.
Oh,
Like
no,
nothing
mine's
special.
bachelor's.
Like I didn't
But
go
same
more
reason.
than that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
the same reason though. There's a lot of crossover, so
Yeah, I can imagine.
it makes it
Huh.
In
less
the,
time.
the
Did you
heist-
think you're gonna be cracking skulls or what?
I actually wanted to go into forensics
Huh.
No.
for a while, and then was talked out of that.
I mean, you would be like one of the NCIS people.
I think so.
Yes, that's what I
Yeah.
really.
Everybody
wanted
wants to do that.
I
Yeah.
actually,
CSI,
I literally wanted to. Just,
LA.
I wanted to deal with serial killers.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, that was a thing. Like
Me.
I had a mentor.
I'll volunteer
I've never
not.
wanted
I'll
to be
volunteer
one.
not to.
Well, it's part of the forensic psychology thing, and so I really wanted to go into that field, and then I kind of was like, maybe not, and so I ended up in social services.
That I mean, same thing. Social services. But I think you would do great with serial killers. I really think you would.
As a victim.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
no, I think you would.
I think you would do great
What
as a
language
victim.
was that?
Jess.
That wasn't
Yeah,
Spanish.
that wasn't Spanish. I think you would do great with serial killers.
You kind of look
Like what?
You look like Ted Bundy may have.
May,
like
may, have,
had
may have liked
your-
him.
what
like-
would I do with serial killers?
You would put them down and put them in their place. I think you would do a lot of justice in this world.
I don't think that's a good strategy.
I think it's
Maybe you
great.
could just go meet him one on
Well,
one.
you want me to just go? You want me to go
make?
make fun of serial killers? Is that what we're talking about?
I think they need to be put in their place.
I'm gonna
I
go
think
to the prison.
You are that person.
You're like, listen here, asshole.
Be like,
We
hey,
need you to piss off some hardened criminals
I
there.
think,
What?
I think you would.
you
change
thought
people.
you couldn't like kill some men? You had to like kill prostitute ladies.
So,
Oh God.
okay, to reel it back in, I did want to do that, and then ended up doing social service work for a while. So
The worst part is I could see Netflix taking the show right now. They'll be like, let's watch this asshole go talk shit to serial killers.
Oh my God.
he would be pictured by
It would.
so many.
Oh my God.
landlords.
right?
Marianne, I think
I got it.
We did.
we figured out what season 2 of It's Rare is going to be. I've always been trying to figure out what the division is between season 1. Like I always say season 1, and then what episode number? It's like what? Like there's going to be a second season? Like it's not just all one
It's just
season.
the longest season in the world.
The worst part is, dude.
I think if we start with a theme, we can do season 2 all serial killers.
Just making fun of serial killers.
You gotta make sure when they get out, though, because I'm not going to no damn prison with a guy that's getting out in 3 weeks, and you're talking
It
shit.
has to be like 30 life sentences.
That's a good point.
The whole
That's a
time
good
I'm just
point.
gonna be like, this is his fucking idea.
Death row. It's got to be death row. Oh wait, no, because they're not going to kill anybody anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but
We
they can
want to
talk
change
about
them.
what they did.
They're
And you know what?
reformed.
They still might want to kill you. So there's that.
Well, that's it.
Phil,
yeah.
I think you
Same.
could possibly turn people into serial killers. Sometimes the things you say, I'm sure someone's like, that motherfucker, I probably would for him.
Do you see this like double murder suicide thing that happened over shoveling the
Yes.
sidewalks?
What are you talking about?
So the
PA,
snow shovel
yeah.
thing. So these neighbors got into some altercation about shoveling snow.
It's supposed to be 32 inches.
Yeah, I think we teed off that conversation maybe, or we're just like putting salt on the wound at this point because
Okay.
totally unrelated. We were talking about it, and I did hear about it. And they got into some altercation, and the guy went in his house and came back out and just killed everybody and shot himself.
Not
Over
only
shoveling?
Oh,
not
shoveling
only did he
snow.
unload the clip from one gun, he went back inside
And it's all on camera.
What?
and grabbed another gun and shot him again while they were
Yeah.
like laying
And
there.
it was a couple.
Where
What?
was this?
Yeah, dude.
It was probably
nuts.
somewhere where it snows a lot, and they were really aggravated with the snow.
Minnesota?
No, I think it was New York
It
City.
was New York.
New York
City, I think.
City. New York
Somewhere,
City.
somewhere.
No, that was Pennsylvania. It was in Pennsylvania.
Are you sure?
We look it up.
Yeah.
Right next to
But
Uncle
I can
Harry's
tell you,
toothpaste.
I'm
Newbie, where did it happen?
I'm way angrier when I'm hot than when I'm cold. I would say, like,
Well, there's
No.
best chances
too.
of
no,
me
there's truth to that.
of me shooting someone is when it's really hot out.
So they-
That
Pennsylvania.
makes sense.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
they did-
Pennsylvania.
They did this study in social psychology about like temperature rises and violence and crime.
Yeah.
And the crime and the violence will increase as the temperature rises, but
Mhm.
once it hits 107, everything just plateaus off. I think at that
That
point,
makes
people are
sense.
just like, "Fuck it, it can't get any hotter. I can't get any more angry."
Okay.
My theory that is completely erroneous is that it's just because people are more likely to be outside, and then once it gets
Outside,
to 107, maybe you're probably not more likely to be outside
That's a
again.
good thought.
at
Will
that
you
point.
spell erroneous?
Yeah,
Well, I thought his theory was going to be that I was a better cook, but that
R.
was erroneous.
I really don't know.
But that came
Do you
out,
know?
so
Do you
we
know how
have
to spell it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
ERONELUS.
Really?
Spell
Really?
check it. Spell check it.
Let's see if he's right.
That's
You're gonna have
really
to spell it again for
sad.
Jesse because he doesn't know.
Look.
Oh, he's got it.
2 R's.
Oh, you messed up.
I thought there were 2 R's, but then I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at 1. Sometimes I do that.
So I make
It's
a
like his thing.
I make
Just-
Sometimes I misspell.
I dropped the R.
a rule with my little 7-year-old cousins that if you can't spell it, you can't say
Jesse,
it.
you probably
So-
wouldn't be talking much.
Well, that's
though.
kind of bullshit. You don't want them to develop their vocabulary.
Ouch.
Jesse, like, not fair.
If you can't spell it, you can't say it.
So that's why you're over here like cat.
Yeah, that's why I
One
keep
syllable.
it low.
One syllable.
I'm not saying stupid big ass words I can't spell.
All of those were 1 syllable.
I told you there's a pattern here. I'm not joking.
Pretty soon it's just going to be a series of grunts.
Yeah.
I almost
It's like
spit
my
out
sister,
stuff.
my little cousin.
That's a great rule.
She
Thanks,
goes-
Sean.
She goes, she asked, the one little girl says, "Hey, I know what the S word is." And my sister goes, "What is it?" And she goes, "Fuck." And my sister goes, "What the hell? No, that's way worse than the S word."
And you don't know your letters. Damn it.
Yeah, so they can't say it. If you can't spell it, you can't say it. That's the rule.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very
So
easy
then,
word to
like,
spell.
yeah.
That's why I'm
That's
not a
kind of
teacher.
scary because if I'm a kid,
So-
I'm researching all kinds of spellings of bad words,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be like, take that.
That's
Mom. I
why-
can say
that's-
whatever I want.
That's why I don't have children. There's a obvious point
Do
here.
you want to have kids?
No. No.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Can you imagine children raised by me? That would
Yeah.
not be good.
Well, Mary's there. So
That gives them a fighting chance.
I'm trying to imagine it.
it's tough, right?
Yeah.
It could just go so many different directions.
No, but he would have
could.
to.
You
Hold
know?
on, he would have to split the attention, and Mary would have to pay attention
true.
to somebody else, and I don't think he's okay with that.
That's a
Yeah.
good.
That's,
That's
a
a really
tough
good
one.
point.
No, really.
That
I mean,
is
it's
tough.
like
very
I
Yeah.
think wasn't that the reason why?
that they're together.
Didn't you say that
She
you
gives
just
it- she
that
loves
you
him, he
didn't want to
loves
have
him.
kids
Oh,
because you didn't want to?
I don't want to
hey,
have
look,
kids because
take this
I'm.
one.
I don't. I'm just gonna
because he
drink
doesn't
it.
want to share the attention.
Yeah.
Well, you can have that anyway.
Oh.
I'm done with it.
Fine, I will. I'm too selfish with my time for children. That's why.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
that you're aware
honest,
of that.
yeah.
That's
Yes.
that's huge.
I have a lot of businesses and jobs, and I can't.
And fill time.
I can't clean up after myself, let
yeah,
alone
I
a
can't have
kid.
children.
Hey, kids are
and
tough.
Mary says I'm like a child.
I tell
So-
I tell my boys all the time, think very long and hard about having kids, and if you don't want them, it's okay. And because at an older age, my decisions would have been different. And they're like, "Mom, you can't say that. We're your kids." And I'm like, "But it's true.
But it's true. But it's true.
It's true. Like, it's a choice." So good
Man.
for you, Jesse. You're gonna live longer than me.
We've had.
Should be
That's
like,
for sure.
you're lucky that you're here before I realized this.
Right. Thank me for my mistakes now, or I just say
Yes.
you're welcome. So
Yeah.
one time, I was taking my youngest son to a museum, and it's the Museum of Tolerance. If you guys ever get to LA, it's one of the best museums.
The Museum of Tolerance.
Yeah, it's the best museum.
Hmm.
I have
in LA.
none.
Okay.
So it's focused mostly about the Holocaust, but there's a
Oh.
lot of other stuff that's
Huh.
in there. And you take this virtual tour, and at the beginning of the tour, you're given a name card of a person that was actually living through the Holocaust, and then you walk through this
Oh.
virtual tour, and then you get the results.
Yeah, they do it in Washington D.C. too.
It's yeah. I've been to the DC one. I like the LA one a lot.
You made it 7 minutes and then got gassed.
Yeah. You have to choose though.
Wow.
You do. They do that. So you have
Yeah.
to walk. You have to choose. So you get to this tunnel, and above the tunnel it says full and able-bodied personnel or people,
Huh.
and you have to decide what you are. And so it turns out if you're not a male over a certain age, I think it was like 13 or 14, you go down the other tunnel, and anybody down the other
Mhm.
tunnel gets gassed, or however it works. And so at the end, you get this like update on what the person did.
Yeah.
And it's super expensive to get in the sense of a museum, because like some museums are like 12, 13, 20 bucks. I think it's like for two people, it's like $100 or something. It's a little bit
Wow.
pricey,
Wow.
but,
That's
but you
crazy.
get a guest speaker. So I got
Mhm.
to talk to, and it was probably about 12 people in this group, to a gentleman that actually lived through the Holocaust. And he actually had to stay in the basement of the house of a person he didn't know with him and his mom.
Wow.
And she delivered him by being smuggled out in a trash truck at the
Wow.
hospital. And she couldn't talk at the hospital because they would recognize her accent. And then she was smuggled back. And so he was born with some kind of bone thing in his legs from lack of sunlight.
Oh wow.
And so you go through this whole thing. And so I'm going back for the second time because my son really wants to go. And
Right.
I think there
Yeah.
were like 4 or 5 of us. And so it's like a $200 ticket or whatever. And
I
so,
think that's
That sounds
fundamental though.
no, it was great. And so my son walks up and he was like, and he's so cocky. He's like, "You guys give a student discount, don't you?" And the lady's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "You'll save $2." And so he takes out his little ID and he slams it on the counter. He's like, "You're welcome." I'm like, "Your whole thank you. I was going to thank you anyways for saving me $2 to get into this."
Do
Like,
they-
she's like, "You're welcome."
That's
I have
a-
a question
that's a
about
tall
this
boy.
museum though.
Yeah.
About the name card thing. Do some of them are some of the name cards like the guards?
They are mostly just people who
Are they all
they're-
is it only
it's
victims?
victims, and not all of them die, but
Because I think that
obviously.
people should realize that some of them in that situation would have been on the other side too.
totally agree. Like totally agree. But I think this focus is just on solely that people who are victims.
Yeah, but
So is the
those-
LA one and the Washington one like is that the same?
So I went to the Washington one, and it's been a lot of time there because so DC is my favorite.
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
museums are free. It's my favorite zoo.
Right.
And there's so much to do that I think the Natural History Museum is where I spent like an entire day in DC.
Wow.
So some of the other ones we just went through really quickly. The Museum of Tolerance, it is so they do like full screenings, like weapons checks and stuff like that, because it's a very sensitive museum.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
display like Martin Luther King, Black Rights Movement, all this stuff. The big focus is kind of like the tour, the self-guided tour thing.
Right.
It's a really cool experience.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that in Venice Beach,
I
you
didn't
have
know
to
that.
do.
That
And then if
sounds awesome.
if anyone gets out there, you just have to go to the planetarium at the top of the Hollywood Hill mountain.
I would love to go to LA.
Oh yeah, if you go,
I
I'll
would,
go
you
with
know what? Yeah, I would have to go with you because I would never say I want to go to LA because I always think of LA being someplace I would never really want to go.
Well, because people go there and they do a lot of like the super touristy thing. Like everybody goes to like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I'm like, you
That's
could-
stupid.
You
Yeah.
could go to like Niagara Falls on the Canadian side and get the same wax
Right,
museum.
right.
It's not,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of cool things in LA that people like don't tap into because
Well,
they're
no.
too focused.
When are we all gonna go?
We're gonna have to
You
go.
listen.
I can't
I'm booked
go.
for Jamaica.
We'll do the
next
show.
Why
week.
can't you go?
because
not allowed
I'm
back in LA.
I'm always afraid, like if I go into Hollywood, somebody will think that I could be a stand-in for Brad Pitt.
No, but no,
So I
you
try-
won't. You're
try
totally
not
okay
to
because
go.
you're going to be with me, so it's cool.
So yeah,
They're not
but
even going to
He's
Brad
recognize.
not-
Pitt
he's
and
not
Angelina
supposed-
Jolie.
He's not supposed to be in that county.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
you
done
know,
really
I
bad things over
I
there.
just don't want to be famous because I wouldn't be a good famous person. So
We
Ah,
should
yeah.
we should do the show from LA.
We should
That
go-
would be
we should- LA would be
great.
great, and I think it'd be really fun. So there's a lot of like people do like Santa Monica Beach is a cool touristy thing.
Mhm.
I do like Santa Monica a lot.
Right.
I wouldn't recommend San Diego to anyone, and I'm sorry if anybody loves San Diego, but it's not my favorite place.
we got to go to what's that great wine country there? Not Napa Valley.
Oh,
Sonoma?
Sonoma.
Sonoma. I would love to go to Sonoma.
It's pretty close to Napa. San Luis Obispo is a really great,
Ooh.
yeah, that's a great wine area. So theirs is more of like your Zinfandels and your Merlots.
Yeah.
And then you have Santa Barbara Pinot Noirs, very close to LA. Santa Barbara is one of my favorite places. So if you go to Santa Barbara, there's this really cool town called Solvang, and it's this little Dutch town that kind of looks like a Disneyland thing. And then you have Los Olivos, which is all wine country, and so some of your best Pinots in the world come from Santa Barbara.
We have to be there for like a week or two.
Oh yeah. I know. If you were to go to California, you could be a week, and we could cover a lot of ground.
3
Really,
days.
a week?
Yeah.
3 days tops.
I'm gonna
There's
push
a
for
lot of
week.
driving. It's not.
It's
So
gonna be a
everyone says LA, and they're like, I mean, like
As long
LA
as
is
you're-
so big.
No more than 3 days in one area though.
You're good, right?
So like when I went to I don't know, it just makes
This is the laughing. This is where you start laughing, Jesse, and nobody knows
It's
why.
just Sean.
You
No,
just
it's
look like the
fucking
voices in your head are like talking to you or
It's
something.
just Sean's always throwing out the one-liners. And that's so true. I mean, we just have
Hey
to,
everybody, we're in LA.
we'd have to cover the back.
Would know
It'd be
better.
like,
We'll get a green screen
Oh, that's a great idea.
We're in LA.
and everybody will think we're in LA.
So yeah, so if you do want to go, I think we should all go.
I
It'd be
think we
fun.
should do that. That'd
It'd
be
a blast.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
It's nice. It's
Fun.
nice to go places and have people that actually have been there and know a lot about it.
Yeah.
And so, or even something about it, so you're not like just playing
Walking
the total tourist
blindly.
thing. Right?
Get in
It'd
the
be
tourist trap.
So
Or get like robbed. You know?
I'm gonna keep you away from those areas.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly why
We'll drive through.
I don't want to go there alone.
I have a couple places that I
I
won't
need a
go
local.
alone. So one of my favorite taco shops is in East LA area, and I don't go there without like my guys. 'Cause
Okay.
Hmm.
I it's friendly enough. It's just I
You
don't
No.
fit in really well, and I stick out like a sore.
Really? Why?
Because I'm a little bit like Jesse. I speak some Spanish. I'm not Puerto Rican.
Muy,
though.
muy poquito.
I'm not Puerto
muy
Rican.
poquito.
Like
what?
I actually,
Cilantro.
I probably speak a little bit more.
Cilantro, yeah.
I think I speak a little bit more Spanish than Jesse.
It's coriander.
I know enough Spanish to get in trouble. Is what I always say.
Oh, so like
That's
like where's the bathroom, like those kind of things.
No, I mean-
Donde está
No, he
el
doesn't know where the
baño?
bathroom is.
No, I know like all the.
Me duele.
I know all the ways
trasero.
to swoon a woman, and I know all the ways.
Okay,
to
I
get
want to hear one.
alcohol.
Okay, I want to hear this.
Swoon.
Just give me
Yeah.
one of the
So like
swooning
the one
women.
is my grand.
Swoon me.
It's like
Swoon us.
dom. It's dame un beso, which means give me a kiss, and then and then there's I can't remember.
That's
half
how
of
you
them.
swoon women. Did that work on
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Give me a kiss.
Give me a kiss.
That's stupid.
It's like,
he taught me the easiest
Hey,
one.
give me a kiss.
Give me you get.
They just
He
flop
taught
off.
me how to get a kiss,
Works
get a
every
beer,
time.
get into a fight, and that was about it. Like that was like.
Don't-
So
pretty much-
basically,
don't know
you'd be
nothing.
lost in
Yeah,
Mexico trying to
yeah.
find your way back to your hotel room.
Yeah, I wouldn't know it in much. I just know
You're the
enough.
cab driver. You
Enough
ask the
to
cab
get in
driver
trouble.
for the kiss.
That's all I know.
You can pick
Give
a
me
fight
a
with
kiss.
him.
Yeah.
Give me a kiss.
This is how I'm going to pay you.
I
Give
want
me
to
a
pick a
kiss.
fight.
Yeah,
If you anytime that you get into trouble, you just throw that one out there.
yeah. Or
Give me a
I'm not sure which one to use
I've
here.
always learned.
Dame un beso.
No one will fight a man that drops his pants. If you're ever in a situation and you think it's going to turn bad, just drop your
and,
pants.
think
and then
that-
if
I don't
it
think
still
probably
keeps
would
going,
fight.
you just poop on yourself, right?
No, just drop your pants.
That's what all those people have been doing when people are
Oh my
trying
God.
when they're
This went
trying to
south
arrest them,
really
they just
fast.
poop on
Let's go.
themselves.
No. See, the best thing to do is like
I
if
think we're
two guys are going to fight you, drop your pants real quick, and they'll be like, "Dude, what the hell? Put your pants on." Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight you with your pants
What
on.
are you doing?
Like, no one's going to fight another man. With
I'm not into that.
That's what makes
Oh no!
We can't say that on the show.
I didn't repeat it, but that's funny. Good. I just didn't try that one.
No, that doesn't
We
work.
should probably
no.
go to Laurentide now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna come to the Laurentide?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that a thing on Sunday? They open.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We always go after the show.
People serve alcohol on Sundays.
They do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're not in Utah.
I wish we were, because then I could have more than one wife.
And I could have,
You don't even want
Like-
You
one
don't even
wife.
have one wife.
But
Why
I
do you
could
need more
use,
than one?
Like 2 or 3.
and I could have
Oh,
way
you want,
cooler
you,
guns.
you want that much attention. He's like, I'll take 2 or 3 of them that just care about Jesse.
Well, he can have kids with one wife, and the other 2 can just like worship
Take
the
care of
ground he
Jesse,
walks
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Sister wives.
I could have a wife that does laundry, one that cooks, and then one that gives me attention.
Where's the baby
Where-
one?
Right.
They'll take turns giving you attention. I don't know if that's
I don't know if you
Mary. I give you a lot of credit because I don't know if any one woman deserves to give him as much attention as he needs.
Yeah,
Or I don't know if one woman should solely be in charge of washing your underwear for the rest of their life. Like,
that's true.
just that's a
He only has
painful job.
He only has 8 underwears, anyways.
I
Right?
might,
Yeah, there's only 8 of
need a
them.
job.
Marion, I might be down to 7. So
So basically, you need a
It's
dry cleaner.
It's only February and you've already dropped one out of the rotation.
yeah, I might be down to 7.
He needs a
I'll
dry
have to
cleaner and
double
Uber
check.
Eats and Mary, and that's all he needs.
Yeah.
Feed water
That'd be good.
and wash his
You
laundry.
know.
Yeah.
I'll take sister wives to help me around the house.
Mary's down.
That's awesome.
I think it wouldn't be a bad thing.
I think it'd be great, Mary. And
So-
we're gone.
Yeah, that's about enough for today. And
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's all.
That's good.
What do you got?
Sorry for that.
Everybody.
I was a disappointment to everyone today.
I'm sorry
Every
about.
day.
I'm
Every
sorry
day.
about the way the show went, Rose.
I was supposed to talk
Uh.
about me, and Jesse just talked about him the whole time.
Yeah.
No, we talked
Well,
about
no,
Phil.
the part where you were talking was talking about like all the mean things that I say,
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
and
Well, because
no.
that's a big part of you.
I'll tell you where I get that from after I turn this off.
And
So everybody enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the big game this afternoon, the Puppy
Woohoo!
Bowl,
Chiefs.
and
the Chiefs
I
are
hope-
gonna win. Mas por favor. There we go. Newbie.
go Golden Retrievers.
Oh god.